I don't know if that's true.
Wow.
But, hey, Bub has done an incredible job as our publicist and marketing person
1,000%.
getting interviews on the podcast. So we are not going to take this one moment to bash him.
That's true.
Not at all. Not
Even though we always welcome your presence.
Oh,
right.
thank you.
That's right.
Always welcome your presence.
Yes.
I need a refill.
Yeah, and I also like the fact that we're coming off of Ladies' Night.
Yeah.
And we're not just jumping right into nigga night.
Right. Nah, let's keep it ladies. Let's keep it ladies. Let's keep
weaning off.
Yeah.
ladies.
And I
Let's
appreciate
keep it
Josie
ladies.
was like, nah, I plugged y'all in my calendar. So that means you're organized now. You're being organized.
I've always been organized.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
They're disrespecting you right now.
I love that.
I feel like they're like disrespecting you a little bit.
Ooh,
She didn't
not
disrespect
in
me?
front of my friend. Hey, best friend. That's my best friend. We got a whole lot of... I don't know the song. Know the
Go
dance.
best friend. That's my
all
best
I know.
friend. I was thinking, the little whole allow us to reintroduce ourselves because, Yeah, you think we need to reintroduce ourselves?
I mean,
what
no, but that would've
episode
been
is
dope.
it?
That would have been dope. That
What
would've been dope.
episode is
What
it?
you got? You got something doper.
It's 166, right?
166.
Yo, this is one of my favorite songs ever.
Wow, Alex.
This is how we're coming.
I
Yeah.
got it.
What?
Yo, so you've been majando?
No.
All right. I don't know. I don't know where your music is taking me, bro. I don't know.
Maybe not that, but maybe
Are we gonna put the
I don't know what the
subtitle for
music is.
Mahando?
Mahando.
Are we gonna put the subtitle? What does
I like
Mahando mean?
I like that idea.
Tu eres Mahando?
I like that idea.
I've been watching Narcos. I've been watching Narcos. My bad.
Episode 166 Grown Pain Podcast.
The boys are back in town.
Hey, how we feeling?
And we're back with Josie.
Yay. Thank you guys for
Our
having me
residential
back.
love
We're
doctor.
keeping Ladies' Night alive.
We're waning off of Ladies' Night.
Are we?
Respectfully.
I don't know, man. That episode was super dope.
Nah, they did a
It
good job.
was
Great job.
really, really good.
Chris Jenner and Suge Knight. That was crazy, bro.
Yo, bar. You know what though?
I thought they was trying to get canceled early.
Crazy.
But this is why I
crazy.
gave them a B- up at first because
they didn't hit
they
record?
referred to Kris Jenner as he and him for like 15 minutes. You're not allowed to do that
No.
anymore.
Chris Jenner
Chris
is
Jenner
is
is
the
the
mom.
mom.
Oh no, it wasn't them. It was Bruce.
Bruce. Well,
They
it's not Bruce
referred to
anymore.
Bruce
Caitlyn.
as
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn as him and her for like 15 minutes.
You know, it's funny that you say that because I feel like as women they can do that and get away with it for some reason.
No. But he was him and her during the show though,
What do you mean?
right? He went through this.
I don't know. I don't
He
watch
went
the show.
through. Didn't
He went through
go
the
through the
phase.
transformation?
He went through
We're
the
not allowed to do
transformation on the
that,
show.
bro.
No. Well, I think what Cobb was saying, he
But
went
they
through
were
the
talking in the
transformation.
context of the show,
Yeah.
and they were saying he and her. I think they were
Hell
talking
no,
in
they
the
were
context
talking
of
about
the
the
show.
body changes and can you imagine doing that and this, that, and the third and no, they caught
Cobb, was you
on
talking about
eventually.
the actual Kardashian show? You talking about the episode?
Just the episode. You're not allowed to
So
refer
how would
to.
you refer to him? It is a him.
It's
and
not
her.
him. It's a her.
It's a her.
Yeah, but he was a him.
Yeah.
At
That
one
doesn't
point.
matter.
If you say
You
Bruce,
have to
if you say
identify.
Bruce, you would expect somebody to say
Oh,
him.
because that's dead naming.
Right. You have to. You
Right.
have to control your pronoun.
I learned that today.
Dead naming.
Yeah, it's dead naming.
Yeah. No, you can't do that. I also had a problem with the
I hate this shit.
This
We
why
got beef
this
again.
this why I started out with B minus.
That name.
It eventually went to B plus A minus.
I remember Reem had beef with us before he
course.
came on the podcast.
Oh, I promise you.
You're there
I
right
watched,
now.
I watched with intent.
You're there.
With intent. They never introduced themselves.
No.
Not one time did they go.
No, they didn't.
They
No, they
said
didn't.
they were going to do it.
Missy was
but
like,
they
we
didn't
should
do it.
introduce ourselves, and then they went right into another topic.
Right. Never did it.
See, no, that's I think
But that's a
what,
rookie mistake.
It's a
That's
rookie
not-
mistake.
See, I disagree. I think that's what makes it perfect because they were really going. They were flowing. They was going.
Yep.
And it just shit. We do that shit all the time around here.
Yo, name somebody.
we didn't
If
know
you
who they
don't,
were.
if you don't
Yeah,
know
the
them, if
self-critic
you don't
right
know
now,
them
huh?
right now, if you don't know them right now,
Because Missy?
name somebody other than Missy. If you didn't know them right now, name somebody other than Missy.
I understand your point. I get
Right?
what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm not
Fail
disagreeing.
on that.
I'm not disagreeing with you. All I'm saying is,
Damn, Reem,
Hey,
pass fail.
I want to keep going. I'm not done.
Go ahead.
All right. The first 18 minutes of
They're gonna want another
the
episode
conversation.
immediately.
No, I
after
want
Reem's
them
done.
to have their episode. I loved it. by the way, right? I'm just critiquing.
Okay.
Because I should be. It's our platform.
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm not mad at it.
So
go.
the first 18 minutes of it was talk about we can do this. They hadn't actually did it. They eventually did, but for 18 minutes of their
They was trying to pump
118
themselves up.
minutes,
You can do this.
they were pumping themselves up.
You can do this.
All right, so we're not talking about topics right now. We're just bigging ourselves up. E minus. Now, where we start to accelerate. First of all, the Kardashian conversation, not my flavor. I would never talk about it here.
That's a woman thing.
But they're in depth, and the fact that I had V listen to it, and she was like, "Oh, that's just funny." Okay, all right, we're bumping up. When we got into baby daddy conversation, shit got deep.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because when they started talking about pregnancy and what a man's role is,
Right,
that shit.
But that
got
started with
deep.
Insecure.
Right.
It started with
A lot of
Insecure.
the conversation topics were attached to a TV show.
Right.
Which was dope.
Which was dope.
Which I think is super smart.
Yeah.
Super smart. I think
Yep.
it is super smart that they did that. And because there are a ton of women that watch this show and will be able to immediately relate.
Yeah. Like you said, V heard the Kardashian joint was like, you're like,
Who knew that they went from E to Peacock? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I would never do that.
It would never come up on our podcast. They were done. Finally.
we was educated.
But that shit happened. And then when she said,
Josie, did you know that?
I'm friends with
Josie,
Fat
I don't-
Chloe. Fat Chloe. When she said Fat Chloe, I was like, I'm all in now. So that's when they started to rise on me. And then we almost got to A minus until Kendra.
Kendra's a G.
Who is
A G.
absolutely my favorite.
She's a G.
commentary.
She's a G.
She was.
She said she will sue Stormy.
Yes.
Stormy.
Yeah.
Stormy, bro.
I know.
It was.
Nah, man. That's
it was
taking it.
phenomenal. I thought
I thought that was taking it too far, and then she doubled down.
double down.
But,
Yeah,
but,
no,
but, the
love
length,
it.
but the length of
I'm for real,
time
bro.
too. Like I didn't think they was gonna last that
They
long.
were
80 minutes.
Yeah.
80 minutes. Did it.
I think
Ladies, congratulations.
No. Before that, I think Alex and Bub need a head up, bro. I don't know.
Oh,
wow.
Kava, you converted.
That was
I don't know.
that was the
Thomas
next
compared
part.
to- I don't
know. I
That
don't
was the next
know.
part where
I
it
don't
shit
know
got
what's going on.
entertaining to
I
me.
don't know what's
Josie, watch
going on.
receipts?
And
I don't know what's... Actually, nobody knew what was going on.
whenever the female Reem
Nobody in the...
started talking about if Bub dies first,
Nobody knew what was going on.
me and Al got a contingency plan.
And I don't know if Bub knew what was going on.
No, that's not how it
I don't know
started.
if Bub
That's
knew.
what was said.
That's not how it started.
Can I see your phone?
Can I see your phone? Can I see your phone? It's a valid question,
bro.
If Bub wants 5 minutes
Yes
in the
or no?
yard, he gets it,
Yes or
bro.
no? Can I see your phone?
Fucking gets it.
Yeah, bro.
No.
That was wild. Bub has to go in the casket.
Yo,
wait,
not
wait,
only
wait,
is
wait,
he
hold
death
on.
prep, but Missy is death prepped? What the fuck?
Spying on me?
Not only is she
absolutely
prepped,
not.
she is secured.
Provider.
But wait,
was the word.
Isn't that how it's supposed to work? Who would you want better to take your spot than your
All
boy?
I'm saying is, Bub, did you know about
Nah.
this relationship?
Yo.
So now we have a problem. Now we have a
Pusha
problem,
T
bro.
says it. He says, which one of us is going to fuck his girl the
We
best?
got a problem.
It's literally a bar on Daytona.
Now we got a problem.
You
And
have some weaponry? Go get it for me.
That came out on episode 165, asterisk 1.
Asterisk 1.
That's recorded.
Which is more to come.
It's on YouTube.
That's recorded.
What I will tell you is this. After watching and listening, one, Kendra, figure out how the bar works, how the buttons work. Do that.
It looked like she was
But they
going
said
in.
right?
they said she was having fun with the
I seen it. I
with
was
the
watching-
noises.
I seen
but
it.
it wasn't recorded.
Have more fun with it. Let's figure out how to professionalize
But
it.
technically,
but I want
if you
it
look
to
at
happen
if you look at
again.
the seating, right? Erica would be Kaba. Missy was Reem. Kendra was me. Danielle was technically Alex.
No, that's not what they said.
No, I'm looking at this. If you just look
Oh,
at the seating,
just seating
Oh, yeah,
arrangement.
yeah.
Because they said that you were far left.
who was I?
Cabo is far right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Al is
Kendra.
Supreme Leader 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Missy's you.
Missy is
Yeah.
Missy, do not take any offense to being compared to me. You are welcome, love. Okay.
I think she accepted it. She accepted it.
Yeah, she
was
should have.
proud.
No, she'll take
Fucking
Reem.
awesome.
She ain't taking Curtis.
And real quick, just to let the ladies know, because I'm sure that they're gonna listen to this. Y'all didn't beat us audio wise with the stats, unfortunately, but YouTube wise, y'all killed us.
They killed us?
Yeah,
Shout out
they
to the
killed
ladies.
us.
Shout out to the ladies.
And
Love
a
it.
matter
I think they
of
deserve it on the plus.
Come on.
Shout out to
Come on
them.
now.
Shout out to the
Come on now.
ladies.
Come on now. I only want to do it more, but are
Now,
we allowed
they do wanna
to
do it more.
invite more ladies to ladies' night?
To their ladies' night? I think
We
they
have to-
I don't know.
Do we control that or they control that?
Patreon controls that. Let's
I'm gonna be honest with you though, bro. I'm getting pressure.
What's the studio? You know, what's the studio?
you already got
that's up and
pressure?
running?
I'm getting pressure, my nigga. Like, why the fuck? This nigga lady here, this nigga lady here, but I ain't there.
applying pressure.
So honestly, I didn't.
Embrace the pressure, man.
Reem's like,
I didn't.
we wasn't
do
here.
any-
I wasn't here.
Honestly, they
I
just
don't know what
told me
happened.
they dropped the mics off, so I dropped the mics
Yeah.
off, and that's what I had did. And
Nah, man, you gotta be like, nah, it's a 4-man decision.
that shit sounds
Yeah.
so good
And by I-
on paper.
It don't look good in person, I Reem.
4-man decision, man. I mean, if you want to be on, you know, gotta run it by the crew.
Yep. And by I mean we.
And I did that, Supreme Leader.
Owner.
Appreciate you.
Don't downgrade.
Owner. Ooh.
Again,
Owner.
you guys got to watch
Nobody
and
else
read
got
these
a promotion. You notice
contracts.
that nobody else got a
These
promotion?
contracts. You gotta read.
Nobody
Nah,
else.
yeah,
You went
I'm
to
supervisor.
Supreme Leader to
Oh,
Supreme
you did.
Bub supervisor.
Bub is supervisor.
Remember, it
Bub is
rolls
supervisor.
downhill.
I didn't see the
Soon,
contract.
soon, Reem.
I
Soon,
didn't see
soon
the
come.
contract.
Well, you're the star.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it
star.
just
Oh, yeah,
gets
the star.
worse the blacker you get. This is American society.
It's America, bro.
The blacker you get,
You chose this
it
seat.
gets worse.
Notice I ain't got shit.
I chose my presentation. A little too black.
I got more
Little
rolls
too
down
black.
the hill. Yeah. More rolls.
Wow, bro. You niggas are the most racist of all time.
Crazy, bro.
And with all of that said, ladies, phenomenal
This is
job.
what America
Yeah.
set up to
We
be.
will continue
Great job to the ladies.
to have you ladies on. In my counterpart's words, I ain't got no time for once a month. So once a quarter, however, once a quarter, you will have to rent the equipment
Oh, shit.
and the tutorial. We'll talk about that, or it can stay underneath the Grown Pain Podcast umbrella.
No, it is staying.
Wu-Tang
It is staying.
lives forever.
Heard.
That's all I'm saying.
They're going under Grown Pains Media.
I'm
We're
fine
not
with
contract
that.
right now.
That's all I'm saying. You're under Wu-Tang Productions. With
Hi,
that
Josie.
said, though,
Josie's
What up,
Josie's
Josie?
like,
What up, Josie?
Hi, guys.
How are you?
we got some catching up to do.
a lot of catching.
a
do
lot
gotta
of
catch, yeah.
catching up.
I know. What's going on?
People been on dates.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you
We're
something.
no longer part of your four
one-
categories anymore.
Right.
Two things ain't never change. You ain't stop writing, and you ain't stop looking beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
You got both of those?
Such a friend you are.
Hi,
Look at
he
that
is-
guy.
he
No,
is-
the friend. The friend is always trying to beat.
A lot of people don't know the
Always
past.
trying
A
to
lot of people don't know the past.
Always trying to beat, bro.
Friends always
He's
trying
the
to-
husband. He's the
No,
fuck
no, we're no
boy.
longer
He's the
those
one.
categories.
He's
Side
the.
piece. I mean,
The friend is always saying what she wants the husband to say every day. You know what I'm saying? He's always saying it right there. First thing he says, hey, you still got
And
two
then,
things.
then he's telling you the side piece ain't shit.
My husband like, look at your ears.
Like, come on,
you gotta
man.
clean your ears. God damn
And
it.
that's the reason why you only fucked him once.
yeah.
Because
Meanwhile-
he ain't shit.
Meanwhile,
Ain't none of these niggas
the
shit.
husband sucked his teeth earlier while you were writing. Like, oh, what you doing? Right? Reem
Mad
comes in
lip
and
smacking.
talk about, yo, you got
See what
two
I'm saying?
things. You
See
got
what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
He don't appreciate you, girl.
You probably need somebody like me.
And he said he's
Stop
just
shit.
friend.
The friend.
Welcome back, though, love.
Yes, absolutely.
for
Anybody that follows us and listens to us and watches us knows that we come back to our residential love doctor.
100%.
You home again.
I am.
Even though home looks different right now.
It's okay. It feels
Yeah.
good to be
It's a
here.
process.
Yo, I was telling myself earlier today, the Grown Pain podcast is kind of like in this moment the definition of a fuckboy. And I'm gonna tell you why. Nah, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
I definitely want to hear this. Where you going with this?
First time she came to Grown Pain podcast, there was charcuterie. There was lighting.
Oh, that's lighting now.
There was all kind of like boards and exotic cheeses and shit like that. Wine. Now
wine?
You got wine?
No sangria.
Now she in a basement with a group of niggas with studs exposed. I ain't tell you it was always gonna be perfect.
So I'll change it. So I'll change the perspective a little bit. First time she got the charcuterie, right?
Fact.
Wine, treated nicely, right? Gentlemen, like we are.
As we are.
Now we exposing her to the high class, high rise apartment that is not yet that we're designing.
We're getting there.
We're designing.
We're getting there.
We moved on up. We're designing it now.
So don't
She
call
was
us
also
fuckboys.
part of-
you get to see it from the studs.
She was
From
also
the
part of
ground
one.
up.
She was also part of one of Alex's classic moments when she brought the
100%.
peanut M&M.
Yes.
Oh, is that it?
And he sucked it down to
No,
the peanut.
no, this is another.
He
Suck it down
sucks
to
his
the peanut.
peanut M&Ms down to the nut,
to the
bro.
nut.
brought chocolate too. I was like, nah, I don't want to bring
Oh,
that
that's right.
back.
She brought it back. She brought me a bag. You're right. You're right. I do remember that. You're right. All right. I got it.
Yeah, you still eating M&Ms like that?
You still sucking them down to the nut?
What's wrong with that? That's already my shit.
Honestly, though, that's a great advertisement, bro. If you
M&Ms
can treat a
M&Ms
peanut
society.
M&M like that, you'll treat a clitoris way better.
Oh shit!
You can
Suck the
advertise
skin
for, like,
off that motherfucker.
you can advertise for like peanut M&Ms and planters at the same time.
If all you want is the bare nut,
So talented.
throw it in Al's mouth.
So talented.
You know, you guys are too much.
You got gifts?
Welcome back, Josie.
Yeah, welcome back. How's everybody's weekend?
My weekend. Oh, basketball. I went to some basketball games this weekend. Took the kids to some basketball games. Went to a PC game. Went to the Brown University game. What else? That was it, basically. One of my probably least eventful weekends. But the games were great. PC played a great game. They won.
You lit the hook up the weekend?
No, I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah. Brown won their game. Brown
I
actually.
thought you would definitely turn in Dominican, bro.
You thought I was?
I thought you
was
were
getting
going
there.
like,
I was feeling it.
yeah,
I
like
was feeling it.
you had
name
the
is Juan.
smoke shops.
My name's Juan.
His name is Juan.
Yeah.
Hey, Juan.
And
Juan.
then
Juan.
shout out to Brown. They played a great game against North Carolina 2 nights before their game
Coach
on Sunday.
The Tar Heels?
Yeah.
Shout out Coach Tone.
They took them to the wire. They lost. They was up most of the game. They ended up losing at the end by 7, but played a great game. So shout out to the Brown Bears.
And cousin.
Coach Tone. Yeah, cousin Coach Tone.
I like cousin.
That was and I'm back playing basketball again.
Wow.
Hey, how was that, bro?
So, first game, the week when you was downstairs working on the floors.
Yep.
Had a
A
great
full court game?
Yes, had a great game, first game.
Yeah?
Great game.
How great.
Great game. Like
13 points, 2
High
rebounds,
expectations.
3 assists.
I had low expectations, but I think I exceeded
surpassed
those.
them.
You exceeded.
Yes. For not playing in 2 years.
And you got some 3-pointers in?
Yes.
Of course.
That's all he shoots.
Yeah.
And I had,
So
I had a
that's
couple
why there
layups.
was like 0.
I want to know more about
no,
his
I'll never get
steals,
assists.
assists, and rebounds.
Right,
Do you know me?
exactly.
That's what I want to know.
Do you know me?
Single digits.
That's why I said 13, 3, 2, and
So
2.
so
You can't argue with Reem. Remember, he told us that he calls charging fouls and
Yeah,
fucking
pick up
PC
games.
Don't do that.
so second game
100% he does.
Second game offensively, terrible.
Foul.
Terrible.
No, I hear you, Ray.
Terrible Sunday.
No.
Terrible. I had a couple layups, got to the basket.
Oh, wait, what you
went
told
in?
me is that your body did not recover from Saturday's events to Sunday.
No, so
Now you need 48 hours, my nigga. I need 48 hours from vodka.
Sunday-
Imagine 48
that was
hours
the
of
week-
hard
no,
labor.
The Sunday to Sunday.
Oh,
So
the
week.
next week.
The
Right.
next week. It wasn't from recovery. I just played like shit. But I had more rebounds this game,
And assists.
more assists.
Yep.
And we won. Both games we won. So
You
I'm not
figured
mad.
out what you had to do.
So I'm not mad.
How
What
you
else?
gonna
What else
contribute?
was on the brain? Usually something else is on the brain when it's thrown
No,
you off.
I put up a lot of shots.
Again, what was on the brain?
There was nothing on his
No,
brain. It's
nothing.
physicality.
Right.
Even
Oh, no,
though
yeah.
he said he didn't play in 2 years. I don't care if he took 2 weeks off from one
Oh,
game
no,
to the next game.
physicality, absolutely.
That body was
Yeah.
like, hey, you don't stretch every day.
Right. No, I do. I can't move how I used to move.
You stretch every day.
You
'Cause I go to the
stretch
gym every
every day?
'Cause I go to the
You
gym
stretch every. You
Yeah.
stretch.
I stretch.
As soon as I wake up.
I have to
what?
stretch to go to
Nah,
to
I'm not
actually
talking
get
about
in the gym.
yawning. I'm not talking about yawning. I'm not talking about yawning.
yawn and stretch?
I'm talking like a 15-minute stretch.
Nigga, I
hell
can't
no,
go.
I
I go in the gym. I ain't touching nothing until I feel like I can even move.
Yeah, you got to do a stretch.
No, I go right in.
It ain't 15 minutes,
You
but
don't
I
stretch?
stretch.
Yeah, Alex is vegan and cynical. I'm telling you, this nigga's body is built for forever.
You're
Alex-
vegan?
Alex is different.
Alex?
He's not vegan,
not
but
vegan.
he's
But
the
Reem's
closest
like-
thing to
yeah.
it.
Okay, meaning that you do what, 80-20?
No, I eat meat.
No, he's not close to. He's not
I'm
vegetarian.
nowhere
nothing.
near. I'm nowhere near that. I don't know why
Since
you're
the
saying
last
that.
time, since the last time that you saw Alex, how much weight has he lost?
He's lost a lot of hair. Yeah, I agree.
That's the way he's lost. That's the way he's lost.
Yeah,
It's a good point. It's a good point. It's a very valid point.
But it feels good. So that basketball being back has now motivated me to go to the gym. I changed my diet, so I'm feeling better. Feeling great.
Good.
dope.
Love it.
Good
Your
for you,
weekend,
bro.
Josie?
My weekend was not as eventful as,
It's
you know,
been?
Bub, you know, shooting hoops and stuff like that. But I did go to a basketball game. It was a lot of mourning and grieving this weekend, but otherwise it was
Apologies.
good.
And I guess.
Mourning and grieving over. So
Mourning.
people mourn and grieve over different things.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
over
what I
death?
want to know.
It,
what
it was over death, yes.
All right.
So,
then my
yes.
condolences.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Love and light.
Yes, love and like.
And you still came out of it with love and
Oh,
like in-
always. I only function with love.
Okay. My weekend was.
I'm thinking
the-
about throwing myself a funeral while I'm alive. What do you guys think?
I
Would you
agree.
attend?
I love it.
Would you attend?
Yes.
No.
Reem was going to talk about his weekend.
I know,
Wait,
but-
you said it.
wait,
I know,
Whole
right?
time.
No, wait.
But now
What
that
are
he
the
said it.
circumstances?
I know, right? What makes you celebrate your
Why?
funeral and why?
No. I don't care.
I'm not going.
What is it?
Why
What is
not
it that I'm
going?
While
going
you're
to
alive?
come? What is it that I'm going to come and see?
What is dying?
No.
what is dying?
What's happening there?
Yeah.
How am I
gonna be
not
like a
bringing it
funeral.
into fruition?
Are you going to be in
a
a
new Alex is
casket?
reborn?
I'm not gonna be. I'll be upstairs. I'm just gonna be listening to what you guys say about me.
No.
Oh,
But I
can't wait.
don't usually
Set it
speak
up.
at funerals.
Set it up. After what I heard about on
I
this
speak at
woman's
funerals.
podcast, set that shit up.
No,
I
you're
spoke
coming
might
at
die
with
my
for real
mom's
anyway.
funeral.
You're coming
I
with
spoke
anger.
at
might
Adam's
die for real
mom's
anyway.
funeral.
Yep. Where am I
I spoke
supposed
at
We
my
all
dad's
are.
funeral. I speak at funerals, and I promise you, unless you are dead, I'm not saying a motherfucking thing about you.
So you won't.
So you won't get the glory of hearing
No.
us speak about you
Hell
while
no.
you're alive.
Everybody's
crazy.
First of
Everybody-
all, why are you pump
Exactly.
faking?
So you want a funeral to be celebrated?
Yeah.
What?
So the why
that's
why
a
why
funeral.
call it a
you,
funeral?
you want a funeral to
I'm not gonna
bring your
listen,
death
hold on,
into
hold on, hold on.
fruition?
Wait a minute for a
Exactly.
second.
Fuck that. Rich,
First
talk
of all,
about your weekend.
Nah, you fucking, bro.
Talk about
Listen,
your
no, I
weekend,
know.
Reem.
I agree
Talking
with you, friend.
Reem,
Yeah.
talk
You know
about
what
your
I'm saying?
weekend. I agree with you too.
You don't. We don't do that. Like you
Reem,
want to live. Like
talk
you
about your
know.
weekend.
Talk about having
yeah.
a different
Kaba
party.
wants to go.
What the
though.
fuck?
Tell me about when you
celebratory
booked the flight.
party.
When you booked the flight to
I want to know
Tokyo.
what's going on.
Tell me that.
Kaba's like, I'll go, but like, tell me.
This nigga Kaba only
I was
hear.
like, I'm coming, but I'm not speaking.
He only hear the last
Reem.
ending of every statement because he's on a
Reem.
black end side.
Reem, the caskets in Kaba's back. Kaba's big truck.
Nah, man.
What are we
Hell
doing?
no. What are you talking about, bro?
Reem, how was your weekend?
I don't even-
You know,
I
even wanna
gotta
talk.
reset.
For real.
It's not that bad.
Oh, it was awesome. Now that I
bad.
think about it.
Hey, what up, bro?
Cowboys 43 to whatever, whoever we beat the fuck up. But more important than that, I was at my man Stano's house. This nigga has a 22 pellet gun.
What?
He has a 22 caliber pellet gun
For what?
Does he know what you're
just to
talking about?
shoot at targets in his backyard.
Yes.
But that shit was fun as hell, bro. And the gun is so heavy that I realized I'm not a killer. I am not a killer,
Yeah, you
bro.
might drink.
I don't even know how to hold this shit. I need to lay
it's not a
down.
handgun?
No.
Bro. It is a assault rifle, 22 pellet gun, and we just spent the night on Sunday just shooting at targets.
Let somebody have Megatron in the basement.
I'll figure out how to carry it.
No, you
but
figure out how to kill somebody.
I won't need the assault rifle at that point, bro. I'll just need 9mm with an extended clip.
I'm just saying. You said you're not a killer. We're all not killers until
I'm
somebody
not a
pushes
killer,
us.
but don't push
you
me.
know what?
Exactly.
You know what's crazy though?
Greatest
Is
bar
that
ever.
My
one of the
man,
greatest
my man
bars
Adam, ARP, founder of RBE Battle Rap Group, right?
Picture under
He
pen.
told me, he said,
I was about to go.
nobody knows
I kind of heard you.
how much of a
Everybody
menace
heard him.
they are until they realize
Machiavelli's one.
what they will do for their kids.
Machiavelli
And we grade ourselves on that as fathers. Like,
came out right
bro,
after. All Eyes on
you cool, but I promise you, I'll kill everybody in this room for my son.
Yeah.
You will do it.
That's why I asked. That's why I said that.
Do you know what I
Let
did?
somebody have Megatron in the basement somewhere.
You know what I did? I sent Cristiano $50 on Cash App. I said, hey, buy 2,000 rounds of these fucking pellet guns so I can figure out how to get my aim perfected.
Right.
Just in case I got to kill a nigga. Yeah, and that's what I did that weekend. Cowboys crush shit. Had a good time with Cristiano. Saturday was clean the house. And next week,
No, we're not
we
talking about
will
next
be
week.
at Northeastern University. My cousin is the
Shout out
head
Cuzzo.
coach of the female basketball team at Northeastern University. And we will be there 2 p.m. Saturday.
Well-
Anybody want to show up? Show up. If
I
not,
can't. I
Can I
won't
get a
be
ticket?
here. But
Where?
Can I get a ticket?
Where?
you can get a ticket. Northeastern University
I
in
won't
Boston.
be here. But if you can ever get your hands on some home game tickets again, because Ellie she's dying to go to a women's college basketball game.
Game over, bro. You got him.
Oh, look at that. That's nice.
Look at that.
Connections.
Guys. Aw.
Look at us.
Aw.
Resources.
Nepotism.
What?
David?
Tickets?
Hey, Missy, I just want to let you know that being associated with Reem is not a bad thing.
Shit. Hey, my weekend was just handyman Dave shit.
You full of bullshit, nigga. You just showed up here with a tank.
Nah, that was
With a tank.
that was last week. That was last week.
That was last week.
Yeah, we could have talked about that last week, but we were on vacay.
We're on vacay.
But
We're letting go- we're
but you
letting
ain't say
ladies. We're letting
nobody.
ladies.
You ain't say nothing to nobody.
You did the floors
We
last
don't need
week.
it. We don't. Nah.
You did the floors last
We
week.
did. We did. Yeah.
You didn't have the truck for the floors.
No.
Right. So it was during the week last week.
It was last Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dave, I appreciate that you are
Shout out to you, Commodore.
a humble
New truck.
individual.
Thank you.
For the business, right?
You're a humble individual. Getting a truck is not a problem. Niggas can buy trucks. You understanding that you have a business plan and idea in your brain, which requires a truck and the risk of buying it. See, that's the part that people forget. The risk of buying it. Yo, you still own it. You ain't pay it all out, right? I know you didn't.
Why are you telling everybody his business?
It's just common knowledge.
No, it's not.
Fair enough. Fair enough. However,
Fair enough.
I thought Commodore just bought it.
he
cash.
bet on himself, and I am so proud of you, bro.
That's what growing pains is about.
Fucking grown.
That's what we're gonna do. That's
Just
what we're
make
doing
sure
with
you
the
write
studio.
it off in your taxes.
Mom already called and she was like, yo, tell Kaba I'm super proud of him. But however, anytime that he's going to one of these jobs, make sure he clocks the mileage.
And gas
so he can
receipts.
rock the mileage off.
And-
My mother said that.
And gas
bro.
receipts. Gas
Yep.
receipts, all that.
My mother said
I
that.
appreciate
To and
it.
from.
I appreciate people looking out.
To and from.
I like that.
To and from.
What?
Except for any job I give you.
Turn that shit off. Turn that shit off.
Hey, bro, ain't we right around the corner? We
Slide
right
that-
around the
slide
corner.
that shit on off.
Come,
right
let me
now.
see. Let me see the
slide
whoa.
that
It
shit
ain't
right on
that
off.
far.
Yeah, right. Come on. Quit fucking around. You at your brother's house, man. You at
I'm saying it's only 2 miles. It's like 0.8,
Yeah, come on.
0.2 miles
Come on,
away.
you're right
Like,
across the
why you arguing about that?
Looking at the bill like.
I just love it, bro. Congratulations. my
Yes,
nigga.
congratulations.
Yeah,
And
yes.
even though I don't know if you've actually set up a business.
Yes, he has.
So if you have, okay,
I'm one of his
good.
clients.
Okay, good. But just make sure that you write it off.
You want to be one of
taxes
his
and
clients?
stuff like that.
Thank you.
You got some
Yeah,
housework need to be
I'm
done?
sure I need some work done.
I'm glad that we brought it back to you.
Now wait a minute. We got to talk about Alex this weekend.
Oh, we didn't talk about Alex this weekend.
No, we haven't. And then speaking of,
honestly,
we read about
he just played
That nigga
shy.
been brushing his hair
He did
the
just play
whole
shy.
weekend. His hair did not look like that last week.
You got waves.
He didn't
now,
have
man.
waves last
You
week.
got
He did
nice
not have
waves
waves
now.
No,
last
he's
week,
been
bro.
Been brushing.
He cut his hair last week.
Remember the
He
tutorial
didn't
I
have
gave him?
waves.
Remember the tutorial
He
I
didn't
gave him?
have waves, bro.
tutorial.
Watching
He's been
YouTube.
doing
Watching YouTube.
He didn't
have no dats.
Oh,
He
shit.
didn't have no kind
Remember the
of.
tutorial I gave him?
The tutorial,
Just
that's it.
one
Okay.
hand too.
Just like
One
that.
hand.
So you
One
did
hand.
that
One
today,
hand. One
and you
hand.
got
One
waves
hand.
today.
One hand. Get
just
all
flex,
sides.
flex for us, flex.
Bullshit, nigga.
Yeah.
Alex,
No, I
what'd
like
you do
it.
this weekend?
I like it.
Good. I'm home, man. I'll be in the house.
I like it.
You ain't outside? It's wintertime.
No pussy at all.
None.
Damn,
That's
that
abrasive, man.
sound
No, no,
depressing
no
when you
women.
said it.
No,
To be
no,
honest
no,
with you,
November.
It's just-
Pussy sounds so like.
Aggressive.
no, the no sounded aggressive.
Alex is not. Alex, that's not the type of person
Love,
Alex is.
He doesn't understand that.
No,
Did you
Reem
have a
does not
back rub
understand
last
that.
weekend? Did you have a back rub last weekend?
No.
No, not November.
Then again, no
We're
pussy,
going
no
there.
back rub. Sounds terrible. Sounds terrible.
This weekend, I actually forgot to mention that I actually took the boys to watch 007. I don't know if you guys.
talk about your weekend. yet, though.
I know, I did.
Oh,
I
you
did speak
right.
of mine.
Did you?
She did.
I did.
She did.
Oh.
I did speak about my
said she
weekend,
forgot
but
to
being
mention.
that
You did.
we're talking about
Yeah.
back rubs and
Back
just
rubs.
insinuating all this, 007 was actually a movie
You got a
that
back
I
rub?
watched,
It was a
and
good one.
it was a good one. Have you guys watched it?
No.
No.
Is
I haven't
that-
seen it yet because I can't
How
steal it
much
on
of
my
that-
Fire Stick.
How much of that was about? Because I'm noticing that he's falling in love a lot.
Yes.
He always falls in love.
So
though.
that was
That's-
why
that-
I brought it up.
But wait, that's the point. He falls in love every movie.
Every episode.
But he's
That's
but
why
that
there's a
wasn't-
bad bitch in every episode.
Yeah.
Right, that's one thing. But he wasn't falling in love. But now he's like now that he's this Craig dude, he's falling in love in like every fucking movie.
I haven't watched a single Craig one.
Well-
I don't know.
This
Nah,
one in
Craig is-
particular.
Craig is
Nah,
cool.
Craig's okay.
Craig is cool.
Craig's cool.
Craig's okay.
Craig is dope, man. So this was good.
It was good. Well, it made me. It
I
brought
might
me
watch
back
them
to
all over
love.
again.
So it's either.
It brought you back to love.
Yes. So
Back in the
love is
days-
pretty much
No,
there. Does it
Four
awaken
Piece.
you,
It was,
or is it there when you're ready to wake up?
Okay.
Does love awaken you, or is it there when you're ready to wake up?
I'm ready to talk about love. Let's talk about love.
Oh, we're going already?
I love it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
Let's talk about love.
There's
Yeah,
only
let's talk about
one
love.
reason why we have our residential love doctor.
Because you're going to talk
on
about
this
concept
show.
of love, huh?
I love love.
Answer the question
I'm
now.
talking about concepts or theory.
Does love
I don't know.
awaken you,
I'm trying to
or
get
are
there
you
too.
awake before?
Trying to get there too.
I wanna be in love too.
It's there.
It depends.
Bullshit.
It depends on what. So when I mentioned 007, he was in a position of like, that he realized that love was there. Did it wake him
I
up?
just want to make sure my
Or-
t-shirt is visible.
It is.
Love all over this t-shirt.
Yeah, but love is not a one-time thing.
No, I never said that it was.
what
But does it
awakens
awaken
you
you?
to it?
Does it awaken you when you are confronted
So-
with
so-
it?
Or were you
So
already
t-
searching for it?
So tell me the phrase.
The
Say
phrase
again.
I just said.
Does love awaken you? Say it.
Do you feel that love wakens you?
Yep.
Or do you find that it's there when you finally wake up?
No, love wakens you just like you wake up every morning.
And how so?
What kind of love?
Because you can find love in anything.
Good
Right,
question.
that's what I'm saying.
Good question.
Right.
You can find love in anything, and as soon as you find love in something, you are awakened.
Nah, but we
by
talking
that
about love in a specific person that you are already intertangled with.
Oh, what kind of love are we talking about?
That's what I'm saying. That's my question.
What kind of
What kind of love we talking about right now?
I think we're
person to
talking about
person?
not love of what we do or love and the
can we
hobbies or
agree
things of
that you can fall in and out of love with the same person over a duration of time?
I don't know.
No, fall out of like.
No.
In and out of love. Yeah.
No, not. I don't.
course you
I don't.
can.
I
I
don't
want to
believe
know,
in that.
can
Why
you
would you-
fall in and out of love with one person
That you're with?
over a duration of time?
Oh, okay.
I think you love them all along.
Yes,
I think
I
that
think you
you
always
run
love
in.
them.
Yeah, you always love them.
You just don't like certain things about them,
Right.
or
I
certain
like
things
that.
they did.
I
They
like
do.
that.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, the love is always there. Even if you're mad at them or in a certain situation, if something were to happen.
Like I love Alex, With all this him and Missy shit.
fam,
I
we
like
got-
it.
nah.
I can work on
in the
that.
yard,
Yeah,
bro.
we're gonna talk about that.
5 minutes, my nigga.
Nah.
They said I can't love
Wait,
you.
honestly,
They said I can't love you.
Yo,
I
Bub,
didn't say that. I didn't say that, Bub.
I thought
I said we
that
gotta
it was
talk
gonna
about
be
it.
like I was gonna have to hold this
Cabo.
nigga back from that 5 minutes in the yard. But I think Kaba understands. Yeah,
No.
he might
First of
need that
all-
5 minutes.
First of all, if you listen to the episode, it starts with
Popping.
It doesn't. I'm not copping. It starts with
You scared of me?
Missy saying,
Missy, he leaving you right now. He
It
leaving
starts-
you right now, Missy.
I think
Popping.
it starts with Missy saying that
No, hold-
he's gonna leave her for Kay
enough?
when Ev dies. That's how the conversation starts.
No, it
doesn't
started
stop-
with him
Hold on,
dying.
Hold on.
It doesn't start with
Hold on,
me and
hold
her,
on,
me
hold
and
on.
Missy.
That's all true.
All right, all right, all right.
It's all true.
All right.
Your boobies. Your boobies.
My boobies?
Your boobies. not her boobies.
No, not my boobies.
What?
F.
Right.
Are titties involved?
No.
No titties.
No,
Sorry,
no
friend.
titties.
Right.
Damn it.
Can't say that on.
All right.
No, I get it.
I love you. I love you.
When
I
Ev dies, me and Missy talked about this. When Ev dies, we got Kendra and the kids.
And that's how that conversation
But
started.
me and
so,
Missy have Kendra and the kids. Not I have Kendra and the
Right.
kids.
Right.
Missy's saying,
Right.
if I die,
Right.
you're the
You,
guy.
you sleep in our bed.
Everyone else in the podcast was
You sleep in
confused.
our bed.
Yeah.
You sleep in our bed.
the
We're
difference?
good.
See the difference?
I see the difference.
We're happy here.
but not. She said not right away. She did say not right away, right?
Not right away.
Hey, Bub. I want to ask.
Netflix and
Bub,
chill.
I want to ask the question though, Bub. I want to ask the
Netflix and chill
question.
to it. Yeah.
Are you mad about that? Because it could be him
Are you coming to my funeral?
or yes,
course.
100%. He's death breath. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna
of
be
course
there.
he's there.
I'm not gonna cry, but I'll be there.
My question
You
is,
gonna hold Missy's hand?
but my question to you is,
No, show,
would you?
show he'll
He didn't even say no. He's
lying.
if it calls for it.
I feel like they're fucking already.
I know. I think
I'm sorry.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is,
This is the wrong
are
place.
You, are,
Wrong
you,
time.
Sorry.
are you mad about it though? Would you prefer a nigga you know versus
If I throw a drink
new
at you right
nigga?
now, would that be petty?
Did you hear Reem? Did you hear Reem's question?
No. I don't,
Would you prefer?
There's some makers right here.
Would you prefer a nigga you know versus a brand new nigga?
That's a touchy subject. I don't even want to go there.
Because you're almost predicting your future,
Relax.
and you don't want to do that.
No.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
It's gonna be a good a good podcast.
It is.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
You don't want to
Hey,
I love the
know what's
podcast. They
Can we go
You're
back to?
already showing signs.
Can we go back to love? Let's go back to love. Let's go back to
Can
love.
we go back
let's
to
go back
love?
to love.
Because
Let's
I want to go back to love.
Yeah.
Can I go back to love in a different angle real
I was
quick?
falling out of love
Yeah.
with Alex.
Because I just
For a
want to
second
talk
there.
to a female. Hold on a second. Can you hold this? Can you hold this cup real quick?
Wow, what are you about to do? Serenade?
All right. Nah. I need to talk to her.
No,
and only her.
no. You have to put this.
No.
I know.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's a
Stop.
podcast.
I know.
Act like you've been here.
Act like you've been here, bro.
Act like you've been
That's
here.
fine.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Primo owner.
Come look at me.
Okay.
Come look at me. Wow.
Thank you.
Friend.
Friend.
There we
Yes.
Best friend.
go. There we
Friend.
go.
That's my best friend.
That's my best friend.
No best friend.
That's my best friend. We're best friends right now. All right. That's fine. Yes. We love that. Love or hate.
Not feeling it?
Okay.
I ain't feeling it.
But now I need to have a conversation with you about how can a man appropriately approach his significant other?
Uh-oh.
This is his. I'm not talking about nobody else. This is savings accounts, IRAs, 401ks, stat and a third.
Speaking for a friend.
From complete experience.
Yeah. Speaking for a friend.
Yeah. How do you express that you have a problem with her weight gain without
okay.
offending?
That's a good question, right? And I think
Josie said take her for a walk.
I know. I did. I have to say
Let's go walk.
Take him for a sprint. Take him for a sprint. But again,
Hey, babe, let's go walk.
I
I mean,
know
Hey,
this
let's
is
go.
funny at a moment, but I want to be serious about it though, because I believe that there are multiple men in the world,
But this-
who don't give
give
a
context,
fuck
though.
about.
I love this.
weight.
I love
Because
this.
we talked about Jill Scott.
Yes, they don't give a fuck about.
she's a beautiful- she's a beautiful woman.
No, let's stay here. Let's stay here.
Stay here.
Let's stay here.
I don't give a fuck about what the scale says. It's about what your sexy says.
Right.
You can be. I tell
Plus size,
I've already
whatever
told
size,
these
you're
niggas,
sexy.
all three of them,
Yeah.
that you have not lived until you fucked a woman over 225 pounds.
Okay.
You have not lived.
Oh, I'm living.
You don't even
I'm
think
alive.
your dick is that big. Nah, until you can get your dick in 225 pounds a woman, now you're living. Now you're living, right?
Is this a
But
confession?
at the same time, though,
Is this a confession?
So 100%. This is me being me.
He's living right now.
Maybe.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Reem.
He's asking a question.
I haven't.
Again.
Ask your question.
Go ahead. Ask your
I
question.
have
You're not.
no care
Got it.
about weight.
225.
However,
That's a big woman.
what
How tall
weight,
is she? She's 6'6"?
bro? 225 pounds can
5'5".
happen at 5'7".
5'5".
280 can happen at 5'11".
That's what I'm asking. How tall is she?
5'5".
5'5"?
You're
Well, obviously,
asking
the
me
taller
to-
that she is, the slender
point.
she's going to
That's why he's
appear.
asking.
That's why I'm
why-
asking.
I'm not-
he
I'm
just
not-
said weight. He didn't say size. He didn't say
No,
height.
I know.
But this is my point. I don't care about the number on the scale. I care about your sexy.
And your attitude.
Lizzo
Right.
is sexy.
No, she's not.
Is.
We got to stop that.
Lizzo believes she's sexy.
No, she's not.
Lizzo believes she's sexy.
That's fine,
She's sexy.
but
That's,
she's not.
that's funny that
who
Lizzo
likes that?
is not sexy to
who likes that?
Kaba because
Who likes that?
Kaba does not go on fuck.com or
There we go.
pornhub.com
Oh, we're
and go to
going in.
BBW. That's not Kaba's.
Reem, you know my
prescription.
history. You're the last person to comment on this. You know my history.
Hey,
You
ever
know my
fuck-
history.
You ever fuck a woman over 225 pounds?
No, you know his history. Like,
hold on,
his
wait.
cash history.
Have you ever,
his browser history.
have you ever
Josie-
fucked a woman over 225 pounds and enjoyed it?
You shouldn't be asking. You shouldn't be asking me that question. You should be asking Josie the question.
Fair
That
enough.
you want.
Ask the question.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay, welcome back.
Thank you.
Let's not go off the rails.
Yes.
So
too early.
let's not go off
Yeah.
the rails.
It's too early.
Again, the amount on the scale is the number. That's fine. Being heavy does not equate to being sexy. That's all I'm saying. 130, America says you're sexy.
I see what you're saying. I got you.
Just that and the third.
I got you.
But 225, you're not
Well,
sexy.
that's American beauty standards.
So American beauty standards
American
is
beauty
saying
standards
that
will
you're
do
not
that.
sexy, but the girl is confidently
But I wanna
walking
fuck.
around. But so you don't find her sexy because you're going
no,
by
no,
the
and I
I
American
don't even say that's
standards?
American. That's European
Wanna fuck.
beauty standards. Because
I'm telling you right
models
now.
come from
Even better.
These big booties.
But that wasn't your question. Your original
Yeah, let's get
question
back to
was.
your question so
your
we can get back
original
to love.
question was, how do you tell her to take a walk? I mean, how do you tell her?
That's good. That's good. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
I mixed everything up.
I hate the fact-
You gotta-
I hate the-
Alex,
I hate the fact that he
take
said
that.
take a
Remix.
walk.
I know.
Because
Remix,
a
yeah,
walk
remix.
would cure it.
Remix,
A walk
yeah.
would cure it.
Remix.
But what he brings up though is it's not about the walk. I don't care about
It's about the conversation.
physical weight. I care about your attitude,
Right.
and your belief
Personality.
in your weight.
yeah, personality, all that.
You could be 225 and feel sexy and act sexy.
And then you can fuck.
Or you can be 195 and be like, I'm the fattest bitch on the earth. I don't even want to fuck my man.
What's your question, Reem?
How do I have a conversation with someone who has a negative thought pattern about their current weight versus what their real sexy is?
It is so interesting.
No, let the love,
I'm gonna,
let the love doctor
but
talk
it's
about it.
interesting that Reem is asking this question. Nobody finds this interesting?
Well,
Oh, okay, fine.
the world
Answer.
is nuanced,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
I
Fair
tell
enough.
you, I
No,
don't
answer.
think
Let
you
Josie
live
answer.
until you
Let
fuck
Josie
a woman
answer.
over
Let the love doctor,
225
let the love
pounds.
doctor, let the love doctor
Answer it.
speak.
I guess I won't live, but whatever.
That's fine, bro. I promise you. You fuck a 225-pound sexy woman.
So I
you're
think,
gonna be happy about
so getting
it.
back to your question, so actually because you're concerned already about that is because you have a certain level of respect for her, right?
Agreed.
And you probably are fond of her to some degree, but you realizing that she's lost her sexy somewhere along the lines in the weight category.
We're still on the same page.
Yes. And I guess that my thing would be that you should feel comfortable enough to approach her or actually
Really?
confer.
Tell me how to approach.
Okay.
That's the part I want to know. How to approach.
Just share how you feel first and foremost. Share the positive.
You're a little too
I'm just saying.
lazy.
No, not that. You want to share why are you concerned? You obviously
But
want
I'm
to make
telling
sure.
you why I'm concerned.
Okay, she's lazy. Okay.
It's not that you're genetically fat. It's not that you are an obese person. It's that it's literally because you're not working hard enough to be even the biggest
If
side
you're 5'5",
of yourself.
225, you're obese, bro. Yeah.
So at that point, I think you just need to.
But no. See, I want to deny that because 5'5", 225. I promise you, that shit is
That's big.
That's obese, bro.
That's biscuit.
But I think with denying the answer that Josie's providing, I think is very solid. During any circumstance, there should be some level of communication involved.
Right.
You
Yeah.
should be able to communicate why you
But
feel.
lazy, I don't think lazy. There's
not
layers to
approaching,
lazy.
yeah.
There's
that may
layers.
be
That's surface.
That may be negative.
No, it's surface.
That may be surfaced. Maybe you need to go a little lighthearted, maybe a little bit more compassionate or whatever. But I'll let Josie speak on it. I don't know.
No,
People
I
love-
agree.
yeah,
I agree, Kaba. At the end of the day, to get her attention without drawing her,
Insecurity.
away or adding to her insecurity is confirming or affirming that the fact that you adore her or whatever it is that you feel for her. Make that first and foremost.
All positive affirmations.
friend. This is the thing for me.
Friend. I'm just saying.
Love first.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Come with love
Come with love
first.
First, and then you,
Come along.
And I
you
want you to
share.
know, friend, like, first of all, I tell these niggas, if you ain't fuck a woman over 225
We heard you.
pounds,
Reem said fuck love
Whoa,
first.
that's
you ain't
17
never
times
lived.
already.
Yeah, that's
Right.
17 times.
Well, let it be 18.
Curtis is here.
Right?
Okay.
Fair enough. I don't have that issue at all. However, I want our audience to understand that
Oh, you do have that issue. Huh?
there may be a time where you think it's difficult to just say the truth. There's only one reason why you get to the number that I will not accept. It's because I didn't say anything
Right.
Agreed.
for this long.
Right.
You know what I mean? How can I say it before
can.
it gets to this point?
It's simple. Just say it the way you're saying it to me. But first, start off with affirming how you feel about her and
Like-
where you're going with it.
I want the wet. I like biscuits.
Damn.
Everything is good.
No, you're lying because you just
You're
said
lying.
that you didn't want that.
You're lying.
You want to be able to fuck her.
No, I wanted it at
With her
185.
60.
I didn't want it at 220.
Okay. No, exactly. So then you share that. I'm concerned. I love you. Whatever it is
And
that you feel.
think that me as a man is going to be okay saying I am concerned about your weight gain?
Well, you,
Wow.
Listen, if you're not
Really?
accepting of your truth, then
What do you mean by
doing?
No,
What do you mean by
I'm-
you as a man? You can't say that as a man?
well,
I don't think you can.
I don't think.
I say that all the time.
I don't think you. I think you missed steps.
I-
Right?
I talk about my
if you-
feelings all the time.
You said you wasn't
As a man.
She was 185.
Yep.
So
He's okay with 185.
no
problem.
So, but in your head,
Let's go through the progression.
listen. In your head, you waited to 225 to say
Yeah,
something.
that's
so,
a long-
So you might have.
Nope, wouldn't
Let
do
me
that.
finish. But you got to 225.
I just started from the worst case scenario.
Okay, so he's giving the scenario.
But you went back
Okay.
to you said 185, and you said she
185.
got to 225.
At 185, I'm saying, Bub, love, this is a problem for me. I don't want you above 185.
The question, the response.
Am I
is,
allowed to say that?
It's really not about you.
Right.
It's about her. So if you say, love, this is a problem for me, the response you're going to get is like,
yeah, it's not about you.
I'm the one that's overweight, not you. Right? And
So I can leave.
If you want
you have a
to, if
choice.
you want to
You
X
have a
out, you
choice.
always have a choice.
You have a choice, but
If you're trying
did
to
you
help
miss,
her-
did you miss any signs?
Why
along
help
the way?
her when she should be helping me?
Why would she
wanna-
be helping you?
Because I'm me, bro. If you're in a relationship, no.
Yeah, you might as well leave then.
No. I don't
you
want
talking
that.
like that.
I don't want that. I don't want that to sound crazy, bro.
No, that
No, it
sounded
does.
crazy.
It does
But,
sound
like,
crazy.
It sounded real crazy.
Nah, it sounded crazy right now, but you gotta take a step back, bro.
No, you do.
No, I don't.
You said
do.
it.
No, you do. Bro, I am personally, and I'm not talking about everybody's situation, incredible. I have the right to depict how my life is supposed to work,
Absolutely.
right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So we have a balance.
But in relationships, there's a compromise.
Exactly. And exactly when she breaches that compromise, how do I approach her?
Did you already set those expectations from day one?
First of all, you're asking about a fictional situation.
So what are we talking about then? Why are we even having this conversation?
No, because I'm not going to get back, bro. I'm fine with it. But bro, don't cap. Just tell me right now. Your lady jumps 70 pounds.
She's not getting there.
She's not.
Exactly, because you've already, whether or not you wrote it in stone or not, you've already set that expectation that
I didn't
not
set the
jumping
expectation.
7.
She said it.
Fam, I'm concerned for your health.
She said it for her.
Whose health?
She said it for herself.
That's why I am saying.
I
to
can't
her.
set somebody else's
Good.
health expectation.
Good. I'm fine with him
Right.
about setting it for your health. So if you already say, like, this is the number that I would like.
No, I'm not gonna give you a number.
No,
I'm just
there's no
gonna tell
number.
you, yo, listen. It's
If because women do it, right? Women will say, "I'm not happy with my weight."
I don't like the number thing either.
No, right. So I'm not even talking about number. A woman or a man, right? I'm not happy with my weight. I've said it. I'm not happy where I was at. I would say, how can I help you then? Right?
Fine.
What
Yes.
is it I can do that can help
Yep.
you?
Yep.
Is it
But doesn't help.
is it setting up? Let's get a dual membership at a gym, right?
Doesn't help.
Let me finish. Let's go to the gym together, right? Let's go walk. Let's set a walking schedule for both of us, right? Let's-
70% of that is eating habits.
But not only
So
that,
diet, right.
not
What
only
kind of sugars
diet.
are we? What
but,
kind of sugars are we taking in? What kind of carbs are we taking?
Right.
in?
But why are we taking that in? It's
Why
more
would- yeah,
mental.
exactly.
At the end of
No,
the
it
day,
is. It
it's
is.
more where we're at.
Somebody has to do
That
something.
That's why the
so
number doesn't. That's why
much-
the number
That's
to
why
me
I'm
doesn't,
not- I don't
doesn't
care
mean
about the
anything. Is
number.
because
It's-
I want you to change your eating habits so that way it's sustainable.
But also
You
to
want
Josie's
her to
point.
change,
To Josie's
you
point.
want to do
Maybe there's something
the
psychologically
walks.
going on that you need
Right.
some
Right.
consulting.
Exactly.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
What if they don't do it?
Well,
Yeah, you have all of
Then
your
you have a choice,
economics
Reem.
behind
You have a
you
choice.
have a choice.
Then I have a
You
choice,
always,
right?
you
You have a
always
choice.
have a choice.
But I don't want to get to that choice because I love this woman.
All right,
don't-
so then you express how you feel,
Right.
number one. But at the end of the day, there's something going on, emotionally, mentally, more so that it's
Habitually.
affecting her physical.
Habitually.
Yeah.
But I think
It,
this
it
goes-
won't be diet. It won't we got to eat better. At the
It's
end of the day, you
mental.
can't
It's-
eat better,
it's
but it's
psychological
more
as fuck.
It's
It is.
psychological.
But if you can't break through the psychological barrier of it, how do you have that conversation?
But I think this goes back to what we had a long conversation. This was one of the reasons why we asked you back. We wanted you to come on the podcast because we had a conversation after the podcast in terms of communication within a relationship. So
very key.
every relationship has needs,
Right.
Can you say it?
and you should express those needs.
Can you say it?
Yeah.
What do you,
Can you say it, bub?
What are you talking about?
You're too fat. Can you say it?
Bub's talking about needs.
I'm talking about needs.
I know, but this is one of his needs.
No, I didn't even say nothing.
No, I'm
It's
not
one of
saying.
your
I'm not
needs.
saying it's one of your needs like immediately right now. But you've already gone through the steps. You've already talked about what do you need? Do you need this? You need that? You need that? No problem. This, that, and a third. Now we got to a point where you're too fat, and I need you to not be that fat. How do you have that conversation?
I think we waited too long to get to that point. That should be
Yeah, there's more issues in between there.
Right.
If you're there, you already like you've
Because then you
already,
got to
like, kinda-
identify like if I meet a woman and she's 140, right?
A 180.
No, 140, right? And then she gets
140 is bony, bro. I don't even think that our love doctor is 140, bro.
You think I'm bony?
Nah, I think
right.
like 152 solid. You eating right? She 152.
152 solid, then Reem, whatever. Like, so you get to whatever the weight is, right? I don't care about the number. But like, if I meet you at this certain weight, and then
Love you.
there's
That's what attracted me
and
to
I
you.
love you, right?
Yep.
Attracted to you, and women will say things, right? I don't think they just gain weight and they don't ever say anything,
It's
right?
not- what do they call it? Comfort weight? Isn't that
No,
in a
but-
relationship?
But when you are in a relationship, you guys actually end up gaining some weight.
Absolutely.
Niggas do too.
Happy weight.
Yeah, both.
Happy weight, right? So like,
Yeah.
but the need.
Damn, I wasn't happy.
That's never happened with me.
Comment
I
on
wasn't-
gain weight.
Damn, I wasn't happy.
He's never been happy. He's never been happy.
Never happened.
I just want to lose weight.
No, Collins just
I just
never
wanna
gained
lose
weight. He's been happy.
That's what
I
I'm
put
saying.
all my weight into the bees.
I have been happy as a
But-
motherfucker, but I've never.
We talked about the
Fuck
need.
that.
Like, everybody has needs in a relationship, but I think sometimes those needs are assumptions, right? Like, so I need you to give me sex every day, and if you don't say that, if you don't say it, what happens is if it don't happen, people go elsewhere to get that.
Really?
need.
That quickly?
No. I love everything you just said right now because
I just use sex as an
I
example.
didn't care about weight gain, and I thought I made it
No, you
relevant when I said it. It's not about weight gain.
It's how to approach.
It's about sexy. You can gain the most weight. I'm telling you, between the four of us right now, Shorty included,
Number 19.
If you ain't never fucked 225 pounds,
Number 19.
Why do you
ain't
keep going
never
back
fuck-
to that?
There's no problem because I know sexy doesn't have a weight. It doesn't have a weight.
So then what is your problem? Why are you asking this question? then?
What are you asking?
What are you asking this
Because
question
what
for?
happens with pause.
If it doesn't have a weight, then what are we talking about?
That's
what I'm saying.
What happens
Can we move
with
on?
women who gain
We're supposed to be
weight,
talking about love.
They cut off their sexy, and their concern is about their insecurity about their weight.
Is there something that the man? So you can look at it two sides. Did a man attribute to
Bro,
that?
she don't want to fuck you because she feels too fat.
But there's something. There's always
It's not
cause and
that you
effect.
don't think she's sexy.
There's always cause and effect, Reem, to everything.
I just
I
told you
want
both.
to hear what Josie has to say.
Am I crazy
And then-
about
and then
that?
I wanna talk about love.
If a woman
I
feels
still wanna talk about
insecure
love.
about her sexuality,
Did you contribute to
she
that?
will cut off her sexuality.
As a man, did you contribute to her feeling not sexy?
No. Not in my personal relations, but I'm just telling you in general.
We're talking about a hypothetical
If,
here, right?
Hypothetical. If a woman doesn't feel attractive herself, she cannot be sexy to you.
But typically, when a woman doesn't feel sexy with the man that she's with, it's usually it's coming from the man.
Unless you gain 40 pounds.
Even if I gained 40 pounds, like you said, weight doesn't matter. If you're making me feel sexy, I'm going to continue
Right.
to feel sexy along the
That
line.
is horseshit.
She's a female.
He doesn't want.
I don't care.
He doesn't want
I'm letting you know that is
You asked her a
bullshit.
question, she gave you the
Because,
answer.
I know, I'm like-
you know, you can give me the
That's-
answer
it's a
that you
love
want to
doctor.
give me because you're denying the fact of the moment in the mirror. It's you in the mirror. You in the mirror know. You look at yourself
Yes.
and you're like, I've been dating a nigga for about 3 months and I feel like giving
Wow,
them
we're doing that, huh?
some. No, I'm hypothetically speaking,
Heard
bro.
you?
No, I want to hear what Josie has to say. I like what Josie
Right?
has to say. I like
So
Josie.
I'm in the mirror and I'm feeling like, shit, you supposed to fuck me. Versus I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I know why he wouldn't fuck me. How is a nigga supposed to have control over that?
Well, it's priming. Everything is primed. Why do you think you're darker than most or feel less? It's primed.
There's nuances though, Reem. You're not even adding into the equation.
Keep going.
As a man, are you telling her she's sexy every day? Are you telling her she's beautiful?
Are
every
you
day?
rubbing on
Are
that
you
fact?
rubbing? Yes.
Are you handling it? Well, that's what I'm saying.
Again,
If you're doing all
bringing
that,
it back to me, but I don't want to bring it back to me as an individual.
But
okay,
it's cause and
hypothetically
effect, though.
speaking, hypothetically
Do
speaking,
you hypothetically believe that there is no scenario where a man can be attracted to his lady, but she can be so unattracted to herself that she will not be sexy and beautiful to her man?
Absolutely.
So, absolutely.
that
But the thing
doesn't
is,
exist?
but it does exist. But if that's happening and you're making her feel sexy, then she came there. She came there with that unsexiness.
I'm not talking about me no more.
I'm not saying that it's you. Hypothetically speaking, you as the hypothetical man would be embracing her with her sexy, but she's still seeing something else in the mirror.
So I have no control over what she sees in that
No,
mirror,
because
right?
no, you have no control. But yes, to some degree, you do. So if she felt sexy when you first met, when this hypothetical man met her and embraced her for her extra roles or whatever her love handles, she will continue to feel
She
sexy.
didn't have it before. This is what I'm saying.
Hypothetically.
Y'all are bugging. I'm not
you're bugging.
I'm
You're
not even
bugging.
talking about hypothetical, bro. I'm talking about she didn't have it before.
So this is a real person?
This has gotta be a real person. This is no hypothetical.
It's a real person?
You've never
This
felt
is a real
way.
person.
We got
You've
2 more
never
minutes on here.
Felt
Yep.
this way before.
Let him do it. Let him
You
do
You
it.
know.
never felt this way before,
Let
right?
him do it.
But he's not listening to himself. That's
No, that's fine.
that's
But let
what
him
it
go.
is.
Let him go for 2 more minutes. Go ahead. Let him
I'm
go.
crazy?
No, go ahead, Reem.
No.
Go ahead. Reem. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Missy, you're the cream of this group. Somebody needs to
Are
hold
we still
the
talking about
torch.
love?
Yes, we are.
In about 2 minutes.
So you're telling me right now that I only have 2 minutes to conclude right
No,
now.
you got like 30.
Fair enough. So none of us, as far as the 4 male individuals,
It could be a
here,
woman too. Josie could be part
I'm
of that.
not talking about her. I'm talking about us 4. None of us have the ability to question her body shape or size.
yes. But like we were
Wait.
trying to say.
I thought this was for Josie.
Oh
No,
but he-
go ahead.
No, it's all for you.
Okay. My bad,
You
my bad,
never,
my bad.
you never
Go ahead,
have
my bad,
the
my bad.
ability to question her body shape or size. You can never say, "Hey, that is uncomfortable for me," or "That is outside of
Right.
the range of what I want."
Right.
You always do.
No, you don't.
No, Alex, go ahead.
No,
My
you
bad.
can say what you want. You can say whatever you want.
I asked her how to say it politely.
There's no polite
There's-
way to say that shit. Reem.
No.
Then fine. Then we got our fucking conclusion.
Do you have somebody that's 225 that you want to say this to?
No.
Fuck, we talking about this?
Let's spread love. Let's spread love. We love. Let's spread.
This guy spent 42 minutes on that.
Yes. I love that.
You're waiting for 225.
I love
We
that.
back.
I'm just waiting for.
You are. That's why you asked
unpleasant.
for advice.
I'm nowhere near 225, bro.
Yo, who said I was heartbroken in the beginning of this podcast?
Yeah,
You said I was
100% heartbroken.
Oh,
bro.
I thought you.
I heard it from the birdies.
When's the last time you had anal sex?
Wow.
Whoa.
What that?
That is what
please.
makes Missy
You
Kareem.
his mic.
Wait.
One plus-
Receiving it or giving it?
Good question.
I want no parts of either.
Agreed.
Wow.
I'm with him.
Yep.
I'm with
I
him.
don't know.
I'm with you.
Afterwards, he had the waves.
Afterwards, what? What does that mean? Well, what does that mean? I don't understand the. Where are you putting this? The
I'm
one
just
and one.
talking shit, bro.
Yo, Josie, how are you?
I'm good.
Yo, so you're not allowed to tell your lady she's overweight?
From a love perspective,
We'll
how are
move
you?
on from that.
I'm
Okay.
good. I
Like-
do everything with love. Like
Okay.
that hasn't changed.
So when we talked about earlier, when are you awakened by love, or do you wait for it to come to you?
It's not so much to wait. Like it's kind of, it's not waiting for it so much, but it's just like each individual is different. Like love can be there, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But the person has to be awakened to it, I think.
In order to be reciprocated.
Yeah, to
think-
receive it.
Do you think it's naive to approach things initially with love versus with risk?
Love in
You
all
start with an
aspects.
A or you start with
Love in
an
all
F?
aspects.
Just to approach
So
things
like,
with love.
I love people. Like I give that no matter what.
You start with an A.
Like I love people no matter what.
Right.
And so I approach with like, and maybe it's just who I am, but I approach things with love.
Right.
So how I help people is
Right.
with love. I've told young guys that I don't have these relationships with, but like, yo, I love you because I want to see you do better. I want to see you prosper.
You have
Right.
love for them.
Right. But I approach it with love.
Right.
Now, you start to break that down. If you do something that I dislike, doesn't
Who's in
mean,
my will?
if you start to break it down, if you do something that I dislike, doesn't mean I love you any less.
But
I
do you
dislike
approach
your
it with
actions.
love?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think when you approach things with love, I think you have to be at a certain place,
With yourself.
like
right?
with yourself.
Yeah.
Because you can't extend love if you haven't.
What's that
gotten to the
place, though?
If you got hate, hate in your heart,
What,
right?
What's that place though? Because that place that you're talking about is a place of security where you have the ability to absorb anything other than love. It doesn't matter what he does. I gave him love. He fucked it up. Doesn't matter.
Right.
I gave him
Right.
love.
That's a good
She
point.
fucked
No,
it
that's a
up.
good point.
Doesn't matter. I have to be in a place where I can absorb love
Yes.
and be rejected love.
Right.
Doesn't
So
matter.
I'm not.
Right.
I think
I think
still
I'm there.
good.
So it's not-
I think I'm going.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
me,
I'm
it's
getting
not.
close.
It's not this exchange.
It's
Nah.
not the expectation.
No.
It's
It's not
not the
like,
exchange. It
If I
shouldn't
love
matter.
you,
What
if
I
I'm doing this
accept.
with love, I'm not.
I don't
I'm
give
not
a
expecting.
fuck about. It's not about an eye for an eye, favor for a
Right.
favor.
But that's
No.
what they tell you. That's what they tell you about borrowing money, where it's like you don't lend money that you need back. You lend money you can afford to lose.
Absolutely.
See what I'm saying? Same thing with love. Like I give
that's a-
love
that's a
because if
capitalistic
you don't give
perspective.
it back,
No.
I give
know how
love.
much-
If
I don't
you
know
don't
how
give
much-
it back,
But I
it
honestly-
don't matter.
But
I
they
give
actually
love.
he's
But
making a good
I
point.
think that's person to person, right?
I'm very
Because if
careless.
I give you money, it definitely means I'm not expecting it back.
I'm very careless with my
100%.
money.
I'm not giving it to you if I
100%.
am
You
expecting
have
it.
multiple capitalists.
I'm very careless with the money that I let you borrow, and I'm very careless with the love that I defend.
But if
But it's not really
if I fuck it
careless.
off, you'll cut me
careless.
off, right?
Why is it careless?
because I approach a lot of things with love. I'm shielded. I'm very shielded, but I approach a lot of things with love, and I don't expect any of that shit back.
That's not careless.
Then you're
dog.
fine.
It's not careless.
But I'm with and
But you won't let it happen again.
and I don't care.
But you won't let it happen again. No,
do
you
you
won't.
mean?
You won't be like, oh, hey, Kaba, I need a kidney. And you be like, you know what? Out of love, I'm going to give you my kidney. You give him the kidney. And it's just like, I didn't even use it. I sold it to somebody else.
survival comes
You wouldn't
into
give him
play.
another kidney. You know what I
Survival
mean?
Yeah, that's different.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, 100%. I gotta live.
Give it out of love.
I gotta live, bitch.
Yeah.
Let's
I
hear
mean-
what Kaba had to say.
I still have love for me at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
But you have one less kidney.
That's different.
Oh, but
You can't give another
I
one.
did it out of love.
Yeah, you can. You can die.
But I did it out of love.
Right.
And I don't and I'm happy with the fact that I gave you my kidney out of love.
But are you selfish in the fact that the next person that asks you, you won't give it up again?
But I don't have another if I give him my kidney, I'm
That's what I'm
dying.
saying.
Give another one.
I can't give
You're
another
talking
one.
about kidneys because kidneys is too aggressive.
should've stuck to money,
But I'm just
Reem.
talking about money, right?
Yeah.
Like first nigga come up to you like, yo, I need $1,000. This is my nigga. I know him for forever. This is the guy. He says it's out of love. And you know what? I got $1,000 to give him, and I don't need the $1,000 back.
I would like if you give it back. I'll
Here
take
goes
it.
1,000.
But-
If
Yeah.
it comes back,
I don't
cool.
value money. I don't value money like that.
If it comes back, it's not money.
I don't value
it. Is
that.
relationship. If it comes
I
back,
value relationship.
Now we can lend and borrow again.
What happens if?
Yeah, I may not do it. I may not do business with him again, but I can definitely do the same
Right,
type
right,
of business with somebody else.
Right.
Right. No,
Yeah, it's not gonna affect how I love.
But I think this goes back to needs again,
Agreed.
right? In
Yeah.
terms of, I think all relationships need communication of some sort, right? So if I come to you, Cobb, and I say, I need $1,000, can you let me borrow $1,000? I think you have every right to say.
I think I have a very different definition of need. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think you have every right to say, I need that $1,000 back.
So when did we equate money with love and our decision making and letting people borrow that money and defining it as love,
When
whether I give it
equated
to you
how much
or not?
money I'm lending to
or
how much
or
it impacts
necessity. Like
my
I don't
life.
equate necessity with love, and I think that's why.
You shot
Maybe
your
I have
number too low.
I have
bro.
a difference of opinion when it comes to need in a love conversation because in a love conversation, I and maybe I'm equating it to unconditional love. I don't know, man. Like I'm really starting to feel like it it really doesn't matter about what my needs are or my necessities are. Like that should be aside from the love that I can provide to a particular situation.
I am starting
You know what I'm
to
saying?
understand that statement. You have removed emotions from finances.
Or things,
Yeah,
or
that's-
like all things.
Yep,
Just.
yep.
But I think when we was talking about, so like if you're
I don't love you less that I can't give you the
If you're in- if you're-
$10,000
if
that you
you're
need
in-
right now.
I'm just not gonna attach you to my love because love is to me is universal.
Kaba, if I'm not attached to your version of love, then me and you need 5 minutes in the yard.
so to a certain point,
That's not what I meant.
to a certain,
I agree.
Love
I
and
agree.
my attachment with you.
I agree.
Then we going outside,
so,
bro.
so to a certain extent, Cobb, I agree with you, right? Because the question is, and it happens in any relationship, especially intimate man, woman, woman. How much do you love me?
Yeah.
Is a question I hate or I dislike.
Because you
Yeah.
gotta
Strong.
quantify it.
You can't quantify.
You can't quantify it.
Can't
Yeah,
quantify
yeah.
it, right?
Agreed.
And so to your point, if I love you, right, and I'm willing to do these things, whatever it is, right, I'm willing to do these things out of love.
I'm willing to see you in prison.
My expectation is not for you to do the same things that I do, right? That's just me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm willing to go above me, if I say I'm willing to die for you,
Yeah.
I'm not expecting you to die, wanting to die for me because you have your own values,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's what I'm willing to do.
It's what you're willing to do.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I may not be in a.
But if I'm in a
space to need-
relationship, right, and I'm like, yo, I love you,
Yeah.
I want to marry you, I want to be with you, dog, I need you to love me. At least love me too.
I mean, I hope you know
luck.
that before you get home.
Yo, but how do you know it?
But
Like, no, that's a
Yo,
good question.
uh,
So, stemming
that's
with,
a good
like,
question.
how,
Danny Lee thought she knew it.
I'm expressing
Danny
my
Lee
need.
thought she knew it,
I
and
need-
the
I need
baby
you
was
to-
like, "You a side bitch."
I need you to be in love with me as well.
I get that. I understand that.
so
would
at one
you
point,
marry somebody that's not in love with you?
No.
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 So you do need them to love you. Stop fighting it, Kavi. You're fighting
Get 'em.
it.
Get 'em.
You're fighting
Get
it.
'em.
I'm not fighting it.
Get
I'm
'em.
not. It all depends on the circumstance, though, doesn't it?
No, if you want to marry
Are
somebody,
we talking about me personally?
Yes.
You're also requiring
I-
marriage.
Do I need? All right, so we're talking about me, Kaba.
Yes.
Because now we're talking about something.
This thing is
now,
different.
Now we're talking about something completely different. If we're talking about me, do I need to know that you love me?
That's it.
To what capacity? Because
No,
I need to know.
That's
need to
your
know,
need.
Yeah.
No, you create your own needs. I can't create your needs for you.
I need to know it.
You
to
said
a,
need.
To a,
You said need.
but I don't.
You just
but
said I need to know it.
I get that. I get
said
that.
the word
But I
need.
take-
I'm
but I
saying,
take it
to
back.
Kaba's
But
defense,
until
I
like,
you
take
when
it
you
back. I don't need
ask,
it.
when you
say
I don't
ask,
need
Would
it.
you marry somebody if you didn't know they loved you?
Yes.
Depends
And
on the
didn't
circumstance.
need the love.
Wow.
Yes.
The
That's you.
circumstance.
That's you. I'm not
100%.
arguing it.
There are all kind
Yeah.
of circumstances, bro. It's not just love. It's honestly,
Because I don't believe in
love
marriage.
is the easiest
So
shit to
there's-
be fickle and
why-
broken up about.
Did you get married?
Financial,
No, he didn't.
Hey, I soon
fucking-
will. Soon. Soon
he's
come.
like, I don't
So you
believe
don't believe in
marriage, but
marriage?
I'm getting married.
No.
Not that he doesn't. It's not a requirement.
It's not a me. It's not a need for me. It's not a requirement.
I
for
didn't
me.
ask you if you need to get married.
Right.
If you was to get married,
Right.
do you need that person to love you?
No.
Because I don't believe in marriage.
I need you to collaborate.
So just say you don't believe in marriage, you're not getting married.
I am getting married.
That's not true, Bub.
Shut up, man. I'm talking to
listening
you.
to you. And I'm like, you're wrong. Like, I don't need you to be in love with me in order to form a marriage.
No, Cobb
a
say
marriage
he
is
don't
about
need to get- he don't believe in
collaboration.
marriage.
It is about future. It is about building generations upon generations.
That is a whole.
This is
No,
not
that's a whole
about
nother
love,
topic.
but none of that is about love. And that shit has been happening since arranged marriages, since the caste system. All of that shit has been happening. Marriages have been happening.
Reem, I'm talking to Kaba.
time.
I ain't talking about arranged marriage. I ain't talking about.
I'm not letting
Yeah.
my nigga slide in no bullshit. All right.
Yeah, you sliding 225 pounds.
I'm
I
starting.
promise you, if you ain't never had sex with a 225-pound woman, you ain't never lived, little niggas.
I'm not saying I don't understand. I don't want this to come across like I'm confused about what you're saying right now. That's not what I'm saying.
So, here's my only question. So, why get married?
Because why not?
But why?
Because I've never been married.
But why do it if you don't believe in it?
Tax benefits.
No.
So intrinsic benefits.
So wait, you're not asking me what I don't believe in.
Reem, he already
You're not
told you that
asking-
he doesn't
You're
care.
not asking what I don't believe in. What I don't believe in is the institutionalized version of it, right? The fact that I have to go upon my government to prove that I
That's
am.
not what I'm talking about.
I know that's not what you're talking about.
This
but
is what it is.
This is what I'm This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. You guys haven't asked me that, right? You haven't asked me what I don't believe in about marriage. You're just taking in what I'm saying, right?
You assume to be married.
Verbatim, like you're just
That's what I'm saying.
and I get it, but you're not following up with questions, so you're making your own assumptions about
I'm
what
not.
I'm doing.
I'm asking you straight questions, right? So, like,
Yep.
if in order for you to marry somebody, what do you need?
I don't need anything.
So you would just go to anybody. So you,
No, that's a lie, Kaba. The only thing that you need to get married is the want for your
The other person
significant
to be there?
other to want to be married.
so you need something.
The other person to
so,
be there?
So you need something.
Yeah, the other person to be there at the
for
altar.
her
So you need
to
something.
want to be married. For her to want to
So
be
this
married.
is where we was cracking the sale with Kyle. He does need. I can't remember what he was saying, but he does need something. Like, you're not gonna just marry anybody. Will you marry anybody?
You said what he needed.
Well, wait, how about we ask, what got you to the point where you felt that you were ready to get married?
We're assuming he's ready to get married.
He did
I
say
wanted to get
because
married.
He wants to get married.
he wants to get
Yeah,
married.
I wanted
That don't
to
mean
do
he's
it.
ready.
No, I'm ready. Why wouldn't I be ready? I proposed to.
Yeah, if
person
he's
I wanna
getting
get married
married,
to.
yeah, he's ready.
Yeah,
Can I ask a
and I'm
question
ready to get married to her.
that might fuck it all up? If she said, I never wanted to be married, would you have proposed?
Nope.
Again.
What
He is
keeps
at
you
that
together
point
in any
because
relationship?
He's ready to be there and to meet her request of wanting to be married.
It's not necessarily about meeting her request. It's about it is that, but it's not wholly that.
I get it. I said both.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You want to be there.
It's that, and it's the whole idea of we live this one life, and I've said this in this podcast many times.
Mm-hmm.
We live this one life, and I am with someone that I love, and I have loving, caring feelings for, and she believes in this process.
And I will accommodate
So I have
that
to,
love.
I have to say to myself, I don't believe in that process. How strongly am I willing to risk what we have
Won't lose that.
for the sake of going through the process?
Same thing.
And then I look at what the process is, and I look at what you can do and how things can be prevented and how things can be achieved.
Not really bad for you.
So I remember where I went.
Let's go.
So I remember where I
Same
went
thing
with
about 225. But whatever. But whatever.
So I remember where I went with this because
Not an
he has
obligation.
Handyman Dave, right? And we're talking about relationships and partnerships, right?
I love
He
this
needs clientele for Handyman Dave to survive. You have needs.
Handyman Dave has needs.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't
Handyman
survive. He
Dave-
doesn't have clients.
Handyman Dave can dissolve though.
No.
You don't want it to dissolve.
Come on, man. Like
You think that his handyman
Come,
Dave is
stop.
tied to his relationship?
Come
No,
on, man.
I'm not talking about.
So are
why
we
are
trying
we-
to
why are
prove
we
that,
doing- why are we
that we
doing
all
this?
have needs?
We all have needs.
This is weird.
We all
This is
have
weird.
needs.
I get that, but why are you trying to define mine?
I'm not.
I don't understand why we're trying to
Weird,
define
bro.
my need.
This is weird,
No,
bro.
That is a fact. You need a job to survive.
Yeah,
He has a job.
I have
up,
jobs.
Reem.
Before handyman Dave. All right,
I'm
my
talking
bad.
to
My
Reem.
bad.
I'm talking to
Whatever.
Kaba.
Whatever.
So-
Al Sharpton as retired.
If you want to be him, go ahead.
That's your chose. That's what you chose.
Yeah.
I'm not skinny enough.
What are you talking about?
No, he was fat once.
I was just saying
He's
here
probably your weight.
arguing for you right now. I don't understand why he's beefing with you about your decision to want to be married.
Oh, so we can go back to a conversation where you was beefing with Kaba about his love for Angela.
I'm fine with that.
So what are you talking about?
I know he loves her.
Okay,
Whatever.
so but getting back to all these needs and all these loves and whatever the case
Every
may be.
relationship has
So-
needs.
All right.
Every
so
relationship.
Why did you get to the point where you almost got married?
Why did I get to the point? Because I was in love with that person.
And again, that is okay. If your reasoning behind your decision
Absolutely.
is love, that is cool.
But I also have needs for me.
I just don't want you to
for this
think that
relationship-
love
for
is the ultimate.
for this relationship to work. We had that conversation.
Procrastinate.
And you was part of that conversation. Is love the only thing that keeps a relationship together?
How come it's difficult to understand that somebody may not necessarily have needs from somebody else? Why is that a difficult concept to understand?
Literally, how society was built is on caste
Capitalism-
systems. On
So the only get
We're definitely not gonna do that.
To get to capitalism,
We're
you
definitely
need
not gonna
people
do
to
that.
fit.
it
You
definitely
need
happens,
people,
bro.
Yep.
You need people,
Yeah.
right? So it's not a difficult concept.
We just added affection.
It's not a difficult concept.
I'm just
All
saying.
capitalism with added affection.
None of us are here without the needs of other people. None of us.
I hear what you're saying, but that doesn't necessarily equate to knowing that we needed those things.
Right.
Yes, it does.
No,
No,
it
it
doesn't.
doesn't. Doesn't mean I needed it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Right. So shut
What
up.
I'm saying is,
Nigga
it
said,
doesn't.
shut up.
It doesn't mean that we can forecast that we needed those things. Like,
That's exactly what I just said. Doesn't mean I needed it.
no. You definitely
In the
needed it.
moment.
You definitely needed it. You just couldn't predict that you needed it. You just didn't know.
Why do you
That's
save
what I'm
money,
saying.
Reem? Why do you save money? Why do you don't spend it all?
I spend a lot
No, why do you don't spend it all?
because I need Megatron to grow up.
Need. Keyword. Need.
Got 'em.
Thank you.
Wait, no,
No, you said it.
I'm
You said
fine
it.
with that. I'm fine with that.
All right, I proved my point already.
But
Point
did
proven.
I say I need money
Bo
for
got
my
it.
wife?
Bo got it.
No, you need money for Megatron. You stated a need.
Yep.
I got you, bro.
Point taken.
You're right.
Thank you.
Tell me the next part.
There is no next part.
Josie,
You said, why do I save money? I said, because I need my legacy to continue
that's
to
not
grow.
what you said. No, that's not what you-
Megatron. I said Megatron. That's my
Right, right.
legacy to continue to grow.
That's not what you
So
said at
just-
first. You
I said Megatron.
and you said need again. You need for your legacy to grow.
Okay, no problem.
That's a need.
But now I need a woman in order
That's
for
not what
my
I
legacy
said.
to grow.
That's not what I,
I know,
said.
I know.
I'm confused.
I said everybody needs.
got
Everybody
confused.
has. I said everybody has needs.
Or a firework
We have needs.
or some shit.
Right.
So does everybody need to be
I'm 80.
married?
That's not what I said. Everybody has needs. Just needs.
Everybody has needs.
Yes.
So you asking me why I'm saving
Yo,
money?
you know what I need? I need at least, and I think I figured it that I figured this out.
They don't argue as hard as we do.
I
I'm
figured
sorry.
this out because I heard some sort of like nutritionist scientist talk about it. I think I need about 14 bottles of bourbon in my house a year.
That's a need.
Yeah.
I only use relationships as one of those things.
I think I need
but
that.
We
We're
all
still
have
friends?
needs.
14 bottles for me, like
Just for you. I was like,
not
we
like
still
when
friends?
people come
It's
over.
It's like
just like
18 bottles.
For me, I'm gonna
that sounds
need.
like a lot.
It sounds like a lot.
No,
It's all
really
year.
not.
Sounds like
It's all
a
year.
lot.
It's all year.
I think we've.
I hear
think we went through.
all here.
I think we went
I
through
hear
your need collectively.
I think we went through our
Unless they
need,
Elijah
my
Craig.
need.
If they Elijah
see me
Craig,
by,
then
like-
you only need
see
6.
me?
By like March. By like March, we go through my need.
My only question was to Josie was, well, I guess it's a 2-part. Would you or do you need to be married?
I think
I say no.
needs
You're not
just
Josie.
arrive. You know, at the given moment. Like right now, I don't feel like I need to be married
Okay.
because I haven't.
Do you eventually want to be married?
Whoa. Can we ask a question before we get to the future part, right? Having gone through
Well, I was kind of
your
going somewhere.
history,
I was trying to lead somewhere.
having gone through your history, does any part of it right now require you to be married?
No.
Does Josie have needs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To want to
One
be
of them
married.
ain't married.
To want to be married. One of these days. I think that's
No,
To be
I-
married?
right.
I'm
To be
asking
married.
to be married one day.
I'm not asking that. I'm
I'm saying that's
Yeah.
Alex's question. To be married one day.
Well,
Is that a need?
it was kind of that, and then listening to David's response to why he did what he did, why he proposed, is how would you react to your
Hypothetical Dave.
hypothetical Dave
Husband.
saying that this is why he did what he did?
How would I respond?
Yeah, like he didn't say that I wanted to be married because I believe in the institution. I did it because I did it for you.
But
And
that would mean that hypothetically I wanted to get married.
Yes,
and I
which is-
felt that I
why
need to.
that was your first. That's why I asked you the
Yes.
first question first.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think there's a mutual kind of agreement when
Yeah.
you're in something, and if it's needed, then it's communal kind of
Yeah,
thing.
because I'm
It's
talking
not-
about like
This is
reciprocation.
my
Any
break point.
relationship of any kind.
It's
my
Any
break
relationship of any kind. Right? Like any relationship, whether it's a business relationship.
I don't want to
whether
have no more kids.
it's personal. Right.
I don't want you to move to North Carolina.
right.
Like, I don't want you to move to
But before
Florida,
you even
this,
go
that,
there,
and the
this
third.
is something that you guys should be speaking of.
Should be
Right.
discussing, right?
Right.
These are end all be alls.
But how many times we been in relationships where things haven't been talked about, but there was an assumption,
Agreed.
right? Like there's always this, like
This is why this nigga was drinking Elijah Craig a couple weeks ago, bro. He had some assumptions.
I didn't know anything
and the
about
Listen,
truth
that.
came out.
I've learned that I will no longer make any assumptions because women,
Right.
No, man.
coming from a female perspective, when
Or
you're
expectations.
dating, expectations
not
or
even dates,
assumptions.
but like your friendships, right?
Yeah.
We assume loyalty is a value.
Safety is a valuable assumption.
Absolutely.
Any woman with a man should assume safety.
Safety that you're gonna protect me.
And I don't even know what safety entails, right? I'm not talking
That's
about
fine.
financial.
Yeah,
Because we
I'm
talked
not
about
talking
that.
about physical. I'm not talking about anything.
We
like
talked about-
But
we
we
talked about
together.
if you was-
Yeah.
Nigga,
Can we
you
ask the
die
question?
first.
Ask the
You
question.
die first.
If you was in the club,
Yo,
right? If you was in the club,
yo.
I've been
If you was
dying
in the
to
club-
ask this question
if you
since
was in
the
the
beginning
club-
of the podcast.
Yeah.
in another, we're together. We're in the club.
Well, me and her.
We're
because me-
together,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
an
no, it's me and
item.
you. It's me and you because
Okay.
we're single.
Okay, we're
With-
Get out of
single.
here, fuck boy.
Wait a minute.
Get out of here, fuck boy.
She's my wife. She's my wife.
It's my wife. It's my wife. What's going on? It's my best friend. We in this together. We in the club together. All right. It's us two.
But so you and Alex in the club, you was together.
David.
That was David.
All right.
David,
Like,
David.
All right.
Now
All
Alex,
three of
the
us.
fuck boy,
It's me.
the fuck boy comes up and grabs your ass.
oh hell no, that's like disrespectful. First of all,
Best friend
What's your
steps in
expectation
first.
of Kaba?
That's my question. What do you
Husband.
expect him to do?
What does husband got to do?
I think
What do you need him to do?
Hey.
that's a good question.
That is
Yo, my man. Do you want to drink after grabbing my wife's ass?
That's what Reem's
I mean, first of all,
buy
I
it.
He's gonna be
mean,
like, yo, that's a nice ass, bro.
Best friends, like, I get it. Can I grab someone else's ass? I just, whatever.
I think I would have reacted. I mean, in a probably a little
To
aggressive
Kaba or
way.
to the guy?
You're
Not
in
to
an attempted
Kaba,
murder
because
scenario
Kaba is
now.
not
Right. He didn't do it.
the aggressor.
He didn't do it.
Like, you know what I
He's
mean?
not the perpetrator.
But I would want Kaba to like back me up if I was approaching,
Yeah.
so that to know that he's there. You know what I mean? So
That's
if
different.
there were
If my
Comes on your
girl's
shoulder,
wildin',
yeah,
if my
yeah,
girl's wildin', I'm wildin'.
Comes like, yeah, nigga, don't come
Yeah, if my
You don't
girl's
want him to
wildin', I'm
leave from the
wildin'.
front. You don't want him to be like, you don't want him to be like,
I
yo,
think
I got
That's
this.
he
nigga.
different.
doesn't know that it happened.
Yeah,
possible. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
let me
fine.
tell you
That's
something.
different. If my girl's wildin', I'm wildin'. Like, that's a different
The
situation.
best thing that would happen is your husband is wilding. Your best friend is like 911. Yes, please come get us. Come get her and him.
Reem was like, yo,
We out of here.
So how
Usually,
firm was
I'm not
it?
going to
usually
jail
girls
for
let
this.
you wild.
Was it firm? You
I
thirsty?
think
my nigga?
if
I'm not beating.
the moment that my ass was grabbed, I was gonna get at react. And obviously he was gonna see that I was reacting to someone, whatever.
What if he does nothing?
If he does nothing, I would probably look at him like, yo, you
Done
got my
deal with
back.
this
Like,
nigga.
you know
What are you
what I
talking
mean?
What if he
about?
buys him a drink?
What if he buys him a drink?
That's Reem.
100%.
Bro, that's a firm ass, bro.
that nigga's mad at me about it.
Let's get drinks.
Yeah, I know.
Look,
I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
We're not about to let
whoa,
the
whoa.
podcast community believe that like I'm just some bitch ass nigga, bro.
Yeah, talk
We're
about
not
it,
gonna
Reem.
do that,
Talk about
bro.
it. Nah, talk about it, bro. Talk about it.
Well, what I will
Ass niggas
tell
out
you
here.
is I am 40 years old,
Right.
and
I understand
no
that.
woman that
I get
I
that.
have been in a
Right.
club with together has been disrespected in the manner that
I
hasn't
hear
been
you.
handled with
I hear you.
accordingly.
I
Right.
get that. I understand that. That is not the question, though. The question is, what if
What
it
would I-
happened?
yeah, if it
What
happened.
do you? And this is
I'm
why I
saying
have
it
an issue.
happened.
But this is why I have an issue with you saying I'm gonna buy him a drink. If you just heard how Josie reacted, it was like, yo, I'm going to.
Yeah,
Nah, I gotta follow that energy.
yeah,
now.
you know,
want- you want your man to match
your
you know
emotional
my
energy.
honorable mention is.
Common saying, I'm gonna match your
Young
emotional
Dolph.
energy.
Young Dolph is my honorable
that's
mention.
what I would want.
Young
Yeah,
Dolph
right.
is
The
my
emotional
honorable
energy
mention.
to be matched.
that's what you want?
Would I
I'm
get
matching that energy.
disrespectful to that point where I'm getting a
do
Yeah.
you need him to fight him?
Young-
No,
young-
I don't.
young Dolph.
I
Whatever
don't.
energy that is, though. She's
Bro,
not. She's not bringing
step
fight
right
energy.
in.
Like she don't swing on him.
Yeah, she's
my
not bringing
nigga.
fight
might.
energy.
If she does, you're following up.
Y'all are bugging.
You said you
No,
matching
because-
energy.
I think I follow that. I may follow.
Yeah,
I
what are
may
you
follow.
talking about?
Why am I lying?
You're not gonna fight
Because-
about it.
don't know.
Like,
If she bangs him,
Let's talk about
and
it.
she gets hit back.
Oh, if she's banging. If
This
she
brings
bangs him,
back-
I'm.
This brings back memories, you know,
Oh.
to
It's,
who, right?
it's 0 to 100 now. It's time to go.
You're not ready for murder beef.
We
Y'all
gotta
acting
dance.
like
This-
it's murder
this
beef.
brings
Y'all don't
back-
want murder beef.
Nah, but we got to dance now. If
No, you don't.
Yo,
This
if
is
she
bad. Right?
swings,
It's just like this is all I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about Mike.
It's not even
I
if
know.
she swings.
Okay,
if she
let's
swings,
change-
that's fine.
let's change the
If
subject.
a nigga swings back,
Trauma.
Trauma.
Red flag.
we need a red flag. We need a red flag.
yeah, no, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. No, I don't want to hear no red flag. I don't want to hear no red flag because guess what? There are 4 grown adults,
Oh,
all of them parents.
understand.
Nobody had a red flag actually happen, so everybody acted accordingly
Yo.
if the scenario ever happened.
Josie
Josie.
just said she had a red flag.
I had a red
Josie
flag.
just-
That is her. I said 4 adults.
Yeah, there's 5
1,
now.
2,
There's
3,
5 today.
4 men who should have responded in one way and did not result in a fucking all-out brawl.
Yeah.
I'm so
Red flag.
happy. I'm so happy you came. Can you come for
Can you
February?
pause? First off, this is my
Every
friend.
February though.
Love
Pause
month.
on a come.
But can we have her like at least once a quarter? Like
I
This is
was
crazy.
okay with that.
we should do at least once a quarter. Like this is
I know we missed you. It's been a long
we
time.
miss.
Listen, I missed you
She don't
guys.
wanna fuck
It's
with
like-
us.
This is crazy. Like
She don't fuck with
I
us.
need guys to get in touch with their feelings.
yeah,
This-
we get in
it's
touch with our
good.
feelings when
I
you
said,
come
I
on.
need you guys
I'm
to
not
get in
even
touch with your
allowed to talk
Listen,
about fat bitches right now.
No, listen, leave the 225 alone. But listen, females.
All about that. Hey, no discrimination here, ladies. 180 to 280, you good as gravy with me.
Hey,
Josie.
somebody gotta
Listen,
love him.
us females, I mean,
Josie.
I think I'm speaking from a community of women in general.
like it. I like it.
And at times we need to hear you guys' side, whatever that might be, whether it's love or whatever the case may be, or where you at, because everyone here is actually in different stages of relationships or love, so to speak.
Right.
And when does love even come up?
But I think that's cause.
That's why I wanted to talk about love.
That's why I always talk
Happiness, it's
cause and
comfort.
effect, right? And I think deflection happens, and we don't know it happens
Yep.
when it comes to certain topics,
How did you say that?
right? Because
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
how we was raised,
Yep.
and it might not because of something that we like visually saw, or what we didn't see, right? We might have we didn't see love, or we didn't see love, right? Like so, like I look at myself. I came up in a 2-parent household where I tell all the young guys I didn't need the love from the streets. I didn't need it because I had it at home.
Nigga had oatmeal.
Not everybody had that, right? Like some of my boys had father, no mother. Some of my boys had mother, no father.
You had both.
I have both.
Yeah,
So I
both.
didn't need I wasn't missing love.
Child to love.
Some people.
It didn't say anything. I was trying to get it
Nigga
out.
thinking
I
the
said
black
I
plane
said I
sound
kept
way
going. I said
easier.
I said
Like
I
he
had two
survived the crack epidemic.
Alex was trying to get the
trying to-
jokes, but
I
I was
said
trying
it on the onset. I said I had two parents.
Bub, we were just trying to.
He was promoting.
Yeah, we were just trying to
Right.
make jokes.
But me and Reem had two parents.
I
don't know
did
about
have,
the two
and one of them was a
Latinos.
cop.
The
My
two
dad,
black
my
guys
dad
had
was
parents.
my dad was
The
a
two
police
black guys
officer.
on his podcast
And guess what?
no parents.
One of us grew up as a street advocate. The other one got shot. So
Yeah,
much
that's
for two
some bullshit.
parents.
I don't want your life.
Exactly.
And your father was a cop.
I witnessed all of that.
Exactly.
Right. But no, I think when we sometimes deflect when we don't know we deflect. That comes from somewhere.
Yo, say
That's
I
all
really
people.
not gonna smash 225 if y'all was single?
That's 22.
Y'all really not gonna smash
Yo.
225?
So
23.
bad, you guys didn't even answer the question.
What was the question?
So
What's the
at what
question?
point, where does love fall in?
I love the fact
I
that
leave
you
In the
for
morning,
love.
as soon as I wake up in the morning.
I leave with love.
No, I know you guys all
I do.
in respect to relationships because
Right.
we have single, we have newly,
Yeah.
we have single, we have
Never mind.
So
Never
if
mind.
I can speak, I try to always. So
so you initially
I've-
Can you
first
tell your
started
girl
dating.
she's fat?
I've been thinking about this. For 2 years prior to losing my mom and 2 years after losing my mom, though that 4 year period was a very tough, tough period for me.
That's the first time we talked about this.
That's a fact.
Tough period for me. So
fact.
because of that gap, however, in
By the
the
way,
later part of that
Let him
period,
finish, let him
I know.
finish.
I am transitioning into a love situation where I just want to approach everything.
The way I loved your
Everything
mom the
with
first time I saw her.
I want to love everything the way that Reem loved my mom the first time he saw her.
Does that come from?
This is all love.
So like now coming into the
It's
space of
ignorant.
my grandfather, right? He's gonna be 93.
Yep.
I don't want to miss a moment.
Go get it.
And so from what I hear from you,
Go get
that's
it.
what I hear, right? It's like your mom was your everything.
Yep.
Love.
Yep.
I'm assuming there's love there,
Yep.
right?
I was spoiled, man.
You don't want to miss that. You don't want.
I was when I look back at my life, I was spoiled with love. I really was.
Okay. Even
undercut
not
yourself,
so.
Cabo.
So like somebody like me came from two parents.
Yeah.
I was.
I didn't.
I felt like I was spoiled. But
I
you,
did,
you,
bro,
you've been
but I
saying
feel
you were
like I
spoiled.
was spoiled,
For what?
yeah.
Okay.
It's bullshit. Yo, he's stronger than us.
Nah,
This-
man, I was spoiled with
yes,
love, man.
he is, bro. This
What
guy.
does that mean?
We had two parents
How does that
we-
define strength?
because he grew up. We grew up on 2 feet. He grew up on a kneecap.
There's people that have two
But-
parents that didn't grow up on 2 feet.
But I
I'm
grew up
just
with
letting-
love, though. Like
It
there
was still
there.
love,
Right.
but the love.
Did you hear
it's
him?
Different.
Did you
Cabo.
listen to him?
All right, I don't want to undercut him.
I'm just saying, how
say
is it different?
I don't know what the difference
It
is,
is-
but I
it
grew up
is
with a lot of love, man.
I
Like,
tell myself right now that my younger brother and my younger sister are the strongest individuals I know, and they are adopted cousins because their parents died, and we adopted them into my father and my mother, who my father was my stepfather, and we adopted them into a family. But they dealt with the fact that
How do you measure
their
strength?
mother
How do you measure strength?
I only can measure it how I see it. And what I'm telling you is that it takes a different kind of person to go through that kind of trauma
I don't know if I can go
and
with you.
come out like
I don't know if
a
I can go with
Cabo,
you with
or
the
come
ring.
out like a Tate or my sister Janelle. I don't have that strength because I've never been pressed like that.
Yes, you have. You've been shot, nigga.
It's still not close. It's a physical deformity. It is not a parental. It's I don't have a father or a mother.
But strength comes in different forms, right? So
That part is fact.
know-
But there's motherly and fatherly
Right.
like roles like throughout life.
people
Like
been raised by their
I was
grandparents.
I was raised by
By
my
your
grandmother and my
grandparents,
grandfather.
right.
You know, I witnessed my mom like just be present but not present because she was high off drugs.
I say that makes you harder as an individual who was raised by your grandparents and had to witness your parent go through
But she
that.
experienced love.
But it was all love. It was I was getting love from the street, love from home, love everywhere.
Right.
Josie from the block.
See how you
Right.
get it from all of
Oh,
these
you ain't see the
different
door
places
knocking.
Yeah, but
versus
how do
these
you measure?
direct
But how
places?
are you measuring strength?
That's what I'm saying.
My capability of going through it.
Reem. So
That's how I
want to
measure
give you credit, Reem, because I don't think you're giving yourself credit. If
My
you
measure.
getting shot the way you got shot when it wasn't your it wasn't your fault, right? You wasn't in the streets. I don't know if I can go through what you went through because
Agreed.
And come out of it
right.
like a Reem.
because I seen people
Like a
I
Reem.
seen people get
Think
shot
about that.
wasn't in the streets and go to the streets now. Felt like, oh, niggas shot me. Oh, niggas must got a problem with me, so now I got to take it on.
Time to go.
So
Yeah,
we're
right.
we're all talking the same cascading event, right? It's the same way you say, I can't imagine being you.
Right.
I could not imagine being Josie.
Because strength is based on the person, on the individual.
I mean, I was denied by my dad.
What my man told me, and this is crazy because he is super white and super smart and super privileged. He said, pain is relative to the person going through it.
Absolutely.
So
He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Your
My pain.
situation is no greater than mine.
Right.
Right.
Your situation is no greater than Kava's.
Right.
And that's why we wondered how you measured it.
Yeah.
I didn't.
So the measure is only based on your
The
experience.
experience.
It's
That's right.
only based on your recovery.
Right.
I look at you looking good,
Thank you.
dating and shit again. Hi, best friend.
Hi, best friend.
I look at my nigga Bub
And
still smiling.
They also say
looking like that.
that if I had the life that you had, I would make the same exact choices that you had.
Right.
No, not necessarily because I have a sister.
No. If I had the same life you had,
Yep.
if I lived in your pants,
That's assumption.
I would make the same choices you made.
That's an
So the
assumption.
you
reason
would date
why
men?
I negate that,
No, it's an assumption.
that would be a woman.
the reason
I had the life she
reason
had-
I negate that is
Oh, you be
because
common in,
I'd be a woman.
in
That's
those
an
pants.
assumption.
Those pants, that shirt,
Yeah, those
that
shoes.
hair.
Assumption.
Hey,
Titties
high five the Reem and shit.
listen, I have a sister, right?
Yeah.
We grew up in the same household, obviously experiencing the same thing.
She was a pain in my ass in high school.
Completely opposites.
Feelings obviously are different because
She's literally this big.
she's not even 5 feet. She's 4'11", but completely different scenarios. It's night and day. Literally, she's light
Different
skinned.
personalities.
Yeah.
My older
Way
brother
different
of
personalities.
10 months and 28 days is gay.
My mom is gay.
So tell me how me and him different. We grew up in the same house.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not about how you accept the world that's coming to you. It's about how you respond to it.
If you look at me and my siblings, and you look at Alex and his siblings, this was my first
Constructed.
my
all
first
different.
my first real education on like diversity and like all that shit. Like if you look at
Look like.
if you look at me and my siblings and you look at Alex and his siblings, we each have 4. We each are a set of 4 in our household. And if you look at how each of the 8, like the set of 4, move, it's completely
It's not-
8 different motherfuckers.
It's not,
like
it's not
just-
brothers and sisters.
and this is the thing. These 8 motherfuckers
Nini's the prettiest.
all grew up together and with each other and along each
Alongside
other.
it, yeah.
And aside from that, they all had a group of 4 where they grew up together. And that group of 4 are 4 completely different motherfuckers. So when you look at how 4 motherfuckers grew up in one household, or 4 people in one
Mother
household,
babies.
and are so different, right? And then you expand that, and then it's like 2 households, 8, and each one of those 8 are all different. And then you expand that to the world, you can kind of understand how the world is so fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Just let you know how generations
Love becomes a little bit more simpler when you can understand how my 4 siblings, me and my 4 siblings are 4 completely different people.
Absolutely.
At the same time, though, bro.
Alex and his 4 siblings are 4 completely
If you need some
people.
bone marrow, though, nigga got you.
You got it.
I'm top 4. I got bone marrow.
Got you.
This is how you look at, for me, how I look at life in terms of generations, right? So
Isn't that beautiful?
the
Though?
street-
Like, isn't
no,
that,
it is.
Isn't
But
that,
the streets,
doesn't that show you how different we all are?
because
And necessary.
they say the streets turn
Not
over.
just different, but necessary for one another.
They say the
Yeah.
streets turn over every 4 years. There's a different generation every 4 years.
Yep.
And so when you look at, for me, looking at it from that perspective, you can see why I always say peer influence is stronger than what people would give it. So you take Corn and who he hung with.
CO, because
Cole.
I called him Corn one time. He yelled at me about that.
Cole.
Yeah, I can't call him Corn. Yeah, I called him Corn, but he said no. He said no.
Corn. I
His
said
name
Cole.
is Cole.
I
He said no.
Well, he'll be on the podcast
Bob,
to
he said
debate
no.
that.
He
Yeah,
said
beat
no.
me, so I ain't worried about it.
All right,
Corn.
all right.
And then,
Oh, this
call him what you
nigga
wanna
put
call
his light skin strength against anybody.
yeah.
In the transcript, it's gonna say CO.
But,
CO in the transcript.
but you think
If
about
they reading it in Braille, it'll be CO.
But you think about social groups, right? Like all 4 of your siblings, Kaba, have different social groups, like you said.
Yeah.
Those social groups influence how we come about.
Right.
Yo,
Right.
bro, it is incredible for us to have this conversation amongst men.
We got Josie.
I still
Josie.
struggle
Josie's here.
about how you interpret this conversation that we're having because we're literally talking about us, me, mine, brother, family. We're not talking about female at all.
Why ain't we? He
I
has
think I am.
sisters.
No,
He has a sister.
now we
yeah,
start
I said.
talking about sisters,
Yes.
No,
too.
we said siblings. We didn't.
Yeah.
siblings.
Yeah, we didn't say whether they were male or female.
Okay.
But when Kava's talking, he's talking as if he has 2 sisters. He has a sister.
100%.
Females. Women.
There's females in here.
Yes.
I'm never. Yeah. I mean,
Can't exclude
How many
him.
siblings
Said
you
his
got?
mom. Said your mom.
fucking mom was there. I
His
mean, I
mom
got
is
here with
his
females.
mom passed.
The only way we got here was for females. Like,
talking-
it's
we're
the
talking
only
about
way we got
future.
here.
Right.
The only way we got here.
Honestly, Kava, if I never saw a picture of your mom, I wouldn't know any of you were siblings.
That's what,
Until you
That's
talk
what
to
I'm
me.
saying, right?
No, until you see a physical
talk to
picture
me.
of them, you're like, holy
I'm
shit.
Nah, you can see it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
You see it.
No, I honestly,
love mom to death, bro.
you can't look at me
not
and
you
my
and
siblings
Ed, not you and Ed,
and
definitely.
be like, them niggas is related.
No. If so, cousins at best.
Till you looked at Ed's
Cousins-
booty. Ed's
cousins-
booty is
cousins at
pretty
best.
pretty
So when I
accurate.
saw a
We gotta
picture,
close this up. I don't know, Reem, so
Oh, we're gonna hold on. We're gonna end with a bang. I got a question.
I saw a picture.
And they got a booty.
I don't know, Reem.
I'm
I
out of
know.
here. Just look at us.
I don't know.
We do a lot of squats.
Hi, Josie.
Hi, Josie.
A lot of squats.
Yeah,
You're welcome,
By the way,
Josie.
I let y'all go past 90 minutes today.
We
Supreme
was
Order.
way
We said we was
past
going past
90
90
minutes.
I did, but I wanted to let everybody
Emphasize that.
Thank you, Supreme Leader.
We're gonna-
My fault,
We're
owner.
gonna stop
I let
that.
the- I
We're
let
gonna
the-
stop that.
He's the owner. He's the owner.
Nah, 2022, we're gonna stop that.
Thank
We'll
you,
shut that
Supreme
down.
Leader.
We're gonna shut that down. We're shutting that down.
Kava, I just want to say,
Nah,
Hey,
I'm playing.
the
I'm playing.
darkest memory
playing.
is
No, no,
arguing.
I'm playing.
bro, I just want to say I love you
I love all y'all,
for
man.
the fact that, you talked about your mom on this podcast.
Oh,
just said
man,
it.
I appreciate
It's the first time you mentioned it.
No, I know, but I want to give him acknowledgement. I love it and I appreciate it.
Bro, was that a thing?
Thank you.
I didn't know that was a thing, but I appreciate y'all.
No,
man. I
it's
appreciate
not that it was a thing, but
I
it's the
appreciate you.
first time that you mentioned it.
Right.
Like
It's an emotional thing, man, and I appreciate it.
When we took that little break off,
Yeah.
We didn't want to.
we never even mentioned
But
why there was a break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wasn't gonna force it.
I know. No. I'm mad. Like,
Okay.
I mean, you can count this as I don't want people to count this as tears because it's like
like,
I've been fucking.
Nah, Miss Nathan, you're good. I
I've been
know.
seeing this entire
I hear it. I got you.
Yeah,
I got
yeah,
you.
yeah. No, but thank you. I appreciate that.
Good job, Bob.
Mom's was a big.
So
deal.
can I
Mom's
be
a big
the
deal.
first honorable mention?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. Alex
Supreme
got-
is-
Right.
has something to
Alex
say.
has
Wait.
something to say.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever been
And women.
scrolling through
And lady.
and women
And lady.
Yeah.
No, guys and gal
Guys and gal. Yeah.
scrolling through your social media, and you've seen somebody who you've been intimate with ask a question of what was the best sex partner and astrology you've ever had?
Never
No.
seen that.
No, never.
Nah, bro.
Okay, well now I'm gonna ask the question. And then so you see the question.
Yep.
I hold
First
it.
of all,
I didn't see the question.
I'm hypothetically.
Yep.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
You see the question.
If I see the question, if we see the cut,
I don't follow anybody that I dated though. Like,
Fair,
Whoa.
fair enough.
What happened-
Hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
She about to be married.
Hypothetically.
Reem's gonna see 225.
I ain't seen none.
Hypothetically.
Gotta
maybe
be
maybe I should follow
226
them. Maybe I
or
should follow
better.
them. I'm gonna have to follow them. I'll click follow tomorrow.
The question is,
Don't do it.
have you?
Yep.
No. What was the best sex partner that you've had that's just given the ethnicity and his sign?
I don't think I would care.
I don't find so. I really still don't know
don't
astrology signs.
Okay, well,
I
forget
just know
about
mine.
that.
I don't even know my kids.
Best pussy
That's
ever is
fine.
what you asking? Is that the question? Best pussy
So-
ever?
Okay, so now we're gonna get into it.
Sean was born June 5th. What is it?
It's best pussy ever,
I
right?
think he's Gemini.
Yeah, he is.
July
He's a goddamn Gemini. June
I'm saying, I
5th,
don't
he's
know
a
this.
Gemini.
Either Leo
Yeah, because
or
I think my
Cancer.
sister's like June.
Missy's November
May
21st.
21st to June 21st is Gemini.
Say Gemini.
Best dicking niggas on the planet, bro.
Reem knows because Reem's a Gemini.
Cause
And he had sex with a
and so is
225.
Kendrick Lamar, and so is
Let me finish.
and so
I ain't take no
is
L's.
Adolf
Let me
Hitler.
finish.
Wait, shut
All
up.
dicking
Wait, shut the
niggas
fuck
are born in
Can you shut the
June.
fuck up? Can you shut the fuck up?
My bad.
Yeah.
Let me finish the question.
Alex.
So the question is, what was the best sex that you've had with an ethnicity and astrology? And as you're waiting to see what the answer is, you find out that it wasn't you. How do you react?
So I don't
Oh,
fuck.
so we're
nigga,
not-
I'm a
we're not
Gemini.
answering.
I don't give a
Somebody
fuck.
answered it for us.
I don't care.
The person that we
Your
The
opinion
person that
was.
you fucked,
or persons.
no, it's the person, answers the question, and
Missy
it's not
basically
you.
said
Was it?
that he was
It's
better
not
than
your.
you.
It's not your. It's not your astrology sign.
What?
Wait,
It had to be
it's
somebody
not
other.
Virgo. What do you mean by it's not you?
No.
So basically, an
not
ex
your
of
astrology
yours
sign?
is not
your
you
sign.
or your astrology.
It's not you.
But what if you,
And
what if you
essentially,
had 300 sex partners?
But what if you don't
essentially,
believe in
no.
astrology?
Oh, no, forget about you guys are
I have a
no, wait.
ready-made answer.
You guys are focusing
Gotta
on the
be
wrong thing.
specific.
You guys are focusing on the wrong thing.
I have
If
the answer.
If the
All right,
person,
all right. I'll do it better for you. I'll take all that away. A person that
Virgo
you have,
anal.
shut the fuck up.
Let him finish.
A person that you were intimate with
Yeah.
goes on social media and says
Any
any person
Yeah.
that you have been intimate with
Yeah.
goes on social media and asks the question, what was the best sex you had? And she doesn't say you personally.
guess what?
Still Virgo anal.
I'm never giving the best sex. I'm never.
Guess what?
I'm not.
I was-
Virgo anal.
Bernie Mac is my nigga. God
Yeah.
rest his soul.
Yeah.
Bust
Shout out to her. Yo, hey, whatever she mentions, I'm with it. Yeah.
Bust a nut. I got mine. I got mine.
Yeah. That guy. Shout out to him.
That was me.
Shout out to him.
That was me a week ago.
Yeah,
I got
shout out to- yeah.
That was me. I seen it. I was like, wait, is she gonna mention me?
I'm not afraid.
Oh, she didn't mention me.
That was you? That was you?
Shout out to him. Yeah, shout out to the guy she mentioned. I don't
Guess
give a
what?
fuck.
I ain't took no L's.
I don't care.
Really?
I think.
No, I'll take Al.
Really?
Oh, I'm not mad.
I've taken L's.
Also, it
I
wasn't.
can talk to you
Did
about
you hear my
L's I take.
response? I'm sorry. Did you hear my response?
What was your response?
Virgo anal.
First and foremost, I am 100% willing to share my L's on this podcast.
No problem.
Not today, but if we are
Just
willing,
make sure when I come back.
No, listen.
You sharing your L's?
I'm down.
You gotta share.
Wait.
I'm down.
Can a woman have L's?
Can we do that?
Can women have L's? Can women have L's?
I just had a 3
By the way, what I
is that a
stated
Patreon?
was not an
That's
L.
not
Is that a Patreon?
No.
I didn't
Is that
state
The
an
actual
L.
episode?
sexual experience was an L.
I didn't state an L, by the way.
Is that a Patreon
That's what
episode?
makes sure that's not an
Joey's
L.
like, I last.
I don't mind. I can share. Listen, I have at least one story that I can share. Right?
You got 3 fails? You got 3 fails?
I got one story that I can share. That's a good story.
Yeah.
an L. So
That's why-
that
right,
I'm
right.
gonna tell you what an L is. I'm gonna
perspective.
tell you what L is. Slippery dick. Slippery dick is an L.
What does that mean?
We
You
got
just
close
like,
out. We got close.
goddamn it. We got That's enough. I just said
All
make it
right.
just
We can talk
slippery
after
dick.
the
Dan.
Nobody has slippery dick?
Fair enough.
I'm the only
Close
nigga
out.
that has slippery dick.
No. We'll keep
Hey,
it
you know
moving.
what?
We'll keep the mic time. We'll keep the mic time.
One
Honorable
time,
mention. We'll keep-
nobody has
Honorable
slippery
mention.
dick?
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Honorable
mention.
mention.
Guess
Told
what?
slippery dick niggas in the world.
Honorable mention.
Guess where the pod's going?
Where the pot's going?
December 11th. We in Yellow Cup.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Hey,
All 5 of
Let's get those
us.
claps. Let's get
Yellow
those
Cup.
claps. Let's get those claps,
How
man.
the fuck everything?
I'm excited about that. I'm excited about Yellow Cop. I'm excited about Yellow Cop.
Big conversation.
I forgot that was playing.
Yeah.
Can we
Hey,
ask
Bont,
Josie
Bont.
about
That's
her
Yellow Cop.
next writing?
Is it a bot? No, that can be her own honorable mention. Was that a bot? That was a bot or
it
a
was.
bot?
That was definitely a
It
Vine.
was still playing.
Cobble's face was like,
Yeah, I'm with it. I don't know.
what?
Fuck.
But nah,
He almost went in there with that slippery dick.
shout out to the Yellow Cup crew, the podcast, Grown
Shout out
Day
to Yellow
Podcast,
Cup.
we in there.
We in there.
100%. I bought a beanie.
Yeah, we there.
Oh, you
We
bought
there.
one.
Josie.
Yeah, 2 tickets for these regular
No,
niggas.
Reem,
1
Reem.
ticket for me.
Reem,
Listen, I was
what's
in a
your-
meeting.
What's your honorable mention?
Can I share real quick?
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was in a meeting, and that's why I texted the group. I was like, I'm in a meeting. I'm like, shit. Before I go in the meeting, let me
We're
see.
gonna. I'm gonna.
Yeah, keep it in the background.
I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, keep it in the background.
I like it.
So
I like it.
Yellow Cup, I thought you
Turn down a little bit.
because in their bio they was like buy a ticket for a friend. So I'm thinking I can go in there and buy 3 at the same time,
No.
Right.
5 at the same time.
Not
It
that
was
ticket.
1 at a time.
Or 2.
No, it was 1, specifically 1. And I'm like,
Good for you, Yellow Cup. You're doing
before I got to the
fine.
meeting, I was like, bang,
Charge
bang,
these
bang, bang.
niggas.
I hit the group chat. I'm like, I gotta go in this meeting. I don't know. And I'm facilitating the meeting, so I can't be on the phone.
Right.
Once you said
Shout
you
out to
had
Reem.
2,
Shout
I knew
out
I
to
had
Reem.
the 3, bro. I knew I had the 3,
the black
bro.
guys is,
Come on, yo. Honestly,
Yeah, fuck that.
when the revolution starts, these Dominicans is not going to know how to act without us.
Right.
I promise you
Right.
that.
right.
My
Don't do that.
saludos,
Don't do that.
saludos.
Oh, now you're Dominican.
Well, he did it intentionally.
Honorable mention.
Your feelings was hurt.
I gave him saludos.
I mean,
It was hard when his name
Dominicans.
wasn't on there either.
Saludos. My honorable mention is fucking Netflix Narcos Mexicano episode. Version 3, this shit got crazy for me. And then on top of that, I really just want to shout out my brother, David Caba.
Damn. All right.
He does not even have a middle name.
No, I do.
He
Williams.
does. He definitely does.
He
Williams.
does,
Share it with
but he will
Williams.
not share it with me.
He just did.
I
Williams.
did
Just
not.
did.
He did.
I know
share it.
about Will I Am, but he didn't. I didn't know it before then.
How you not? He shared
What
it.
I want you to know about my brother David Caba is that the nigga dreams big and then acts bigger, and
man.
he has motivated me to live like that.
It's because
Thank you very much for achieving
I wanna work for
your dream.
I want to work.
I haven't.
Kaba, can I work for you?
I already told him if he gets.
Thank you
I
very
wanna do it
much
before he gets-
for achieving your
capitalist.
not even dream, just your moment in time. We got more shit to do, bro.
Thank
We
you.
gotta buy another one and another one and another one. But if honorable mentions are getting shelled out tonight, it'll be one for my lady here,
Yep.
best
Shout
friend.
out to Josie.
Shout out to Josie.
Thank you for
100%.
dealing with us. 2 for you.
Thank you. Thank you, bro.
2.
True.
Please continue to be awesome as you both are. Thank you.
I forgot one. Shout out to the ladies of Pain.
Oh,
the podcast last week.
Grown Pain Podcast.
That was my
Shout
honorable
out to
mention.
the
Ladies
Pain.
version.
That was
Ladies
my
of Pain.
honorable
Episode
mention.
165 asterisk.
Yo, real talk. That was my honorable mention, man. Like I
Yo,
really
y'all gotta
enjoyed
B
that.
minus. Y'all gotta B minus because Kendra's a hater.
Reem says y'all gotta be minus. To me,
Y'all did great.
Yo, Kaba was
Yeah.
going off in the group chat. Kaba was
yo,
going
y'all
off.
got an A+ for me, man.
Yeah, A+.
Hey,
Kaba said Chris Jenner shook nut.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm all about the ladies of pain, man. I'm all about
Ladies of Pain.
I'm all about it.
that was the name I gave him.
I'm all
said
about
it.
Bub.
I
Bub said it. Bub said it. Bub
because
said it. I'm
Bub
all
was
about
there the
ladies
whole
of pain.
fucking time.
We wasn't.
I'm all
We
about
actually wasn't loud access. Tell him,
I'm
Alex.
all about it, man.
We was in the garage.
Yep.
Nah, that nigga was upstairs. He was
No.
burning coals.
Downstairs?
He was
Yo,
burning coals. He was burning coals.
First and foremost,
We heard
and I'll
you.
close here. I don't like that you were there.
I don't like it either.
When they were talking about the Alex situation, I didn't like that
And you were there. I didn't
didn't
like
hear it, though.
it. Get
Nah,
the
but
fuck
you were
out.
there.
Get the fuck out.
I heard you.
Get the fuck
I heard
out.
you. I didn't like that. I
Mind
heard
your
you.
business.
heard
Mind your
I
business.
heard you in the podcast.
You literally
don't wanna hear
said
you.
something in the background,
I don't
bro.
want to hear you.
Nah,
Yeah,
I don't want to hear you.
I don't want to hear you.
It's not your business.
It's not you. It's not. It's the Ladies of Pain podcast.
My house, motherfucker.
When they
Nah,
get it,
nah,
they get it.
No.
Honestly,
tell me that. You can tell me that.
same time though, ladies. If you need to borrow the equipment, you have to rent it,
All right. Yeah. I'm
and then also
Bow wow.
pay for tutorials to use it. About $100 an episode,
Wait,
once a
Josie-
quarter, you'll be
Josie's-
fine.
Josie's
You ain't gotta
honorable
pay me.
mention, and then
Oh, shout out to
Alex
Josie.
go.
shout out to Josie.
Josie
Now,
go last. Alex,
wait,
what's your
Josie, can you do me a favor?
What's your honorable mention?
Is there any way on God's green
the
earth
fuck up.
that I can get you to recite
Valentine's.
global warming?
Wait. No. Wait. Can we end with the poem that you recited earlier
Global
today?
warming. That's what I said. Can we end with global
Can we end
warming?
with that?
Let these niggas go,
Yeah.
and then we end
Honorable
with global
mention.
warming.
Honorable
Say
mention.
your honorable mention, and then
We end with your poem. Can we do that? Is that okay?
That's
Please and
fine.
thank you.
So Alex, you go.
Do you want to share that with the public though?
Yeah. I mean,
100%.
a poem.
The whole time,
A poem.
look me in the eyes.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that poem, but a poem.
No, you got it. Let's smoke it. You two niggas get out of the way.
Alex,
My
honorable
lady
mention.
can't, and you look right there, love, and give them global warming.
No, Alex. I don't know much. Yeah.
I'm gonna honor mention my girl Abby Martin. She just came out with a podcast called Empire Fires. The episode is called CIA Stories: The Cuban Who Conned the CIA. As you can see, I'm wearing my
Shout out to Abby Martin.
hands off Cuba,
I love
hands
Abby
off
Martin.
Cuba shirt right here.
Yeah. Shout out to Alex.
Such a social justice guy.
Nobody's saying that but us.
Ain't seen you at one protest.
I
though.
speak through my shirt.
Ain't seen you at one protest though.
I like it. No. Shout out to Alex. Shout out
Go
to
to work
There's a
every
reason.
day.
We
You
can
go to
talk
work
about
every
why.
day and skip protests.
We can talk about why that is
You're a
one
capitalist.
day. No,
Reem,
we can
because
talk
he's a
about why that
capitalist.
is one day, just not today.
Reem, let me see.
He's not even.
Not today.
close,
Not today.
bro.
Not
Not
today.
today.
Reem,
Not
can you
today.
shut
And
down the
this.
bus? Can you
Not
shut
today.
down the
Not
bus
today.
for one day?
Not today.
Right,
Unless he has a bomb.
And this.
right.
All right.
So he's a capitalist though, right?
He's
Josie.
definitely a capitalist.
Well, my honorable mention is actually you guys, Growing Pains podcast.
Thank
Josie, thank you, man.
You know, you guys are
Thank you.
showing up
Thank you
every
very much.
week. You know,
Yeah.
even
We
when
love
you
you.
guys are not, you
We
guys
love you.
got ladies' pain.
We love
then
you,
thank
and we want you
for
here at least
having
once a
me.
quarter. We want you here. We need you. Not only do we want you
should
here,
have
we
you
need
on a ladies' night.
the Grown Pains needs you here.
I think we
need you
should
here.
put her in tune with the ladies' night.
No, we need a separate Josie
Wane it off.
consultation.
Wane it off. With
Josie
that said,
needs-
though, I need the work.
Honorable mention, and then
I'm here for the work,
Yeah, go
Joe.
ahead.
Okay, a poem. So we
No, it's your
did
honorable
get.
mention.
Honorable mention.
Give me the work.
I did.
Your
Growing
honor-
Pains podcast.
My honorable mention is your work right
Yeah.
now.
a poem from Josie.
And then we talked a long
Make sure
time
you
ago
read
about
it through.
the second book.
Deliver it right, and Bub, shut the fuck up.
I like that. Reem got one of those in. I said 7 times to Reem.
Go ahead, Josie.
I know we were trying to speak about emotions and things like that, and I'm grateful that I was a part of Kaba's
Intervention.
Intervention, yeah.
or even just bringing about his mom. So this is basically about feelings, and it goes. It's interesting how feelings are met, introduced into your day with no regret. swarming in on you without a consent, welcomed by the universe, no shame, no fretting in this realm, honed in on you because it wants its presence to be known. No matter the circumstance, that feeling will make itself whole. No apologies necessary, understanding is a must. Clarity isn't key, for it is all unforeseen, yet displayed on Front Street. No shade can be reached, exposed for the moment, on this pinnacle retreat. From the very times it lived, to the very day it seeps, all over your being, swallowing whole any meaning. Just feel me for the moment. It assumes your attention to hone in on this moment of regression.
Growing Pains Podcast.
Come on,
Episode
Red.
165.
Snap it.
Josie, we love you.
it.
Thank you for coming.
Any and every time,
Appreciate you.
Josie. Thank you, sis.
And we out.
Yeah.
Love,
No, wait. What do we have to do?
Share,
Like, follow, hate,
like,
shut, fuck with us.
comment,
Shit.
share.
Forgot you took a week off. You forgot.
No.
No, you didn't let him get to it.
Yeah, you just. I'm getting there.
Money, I'm
Like,
on.
follow, share,
Stop
comment.
leading with love.
Follow.
You led with love. You said
Yeah,
love.
love first.
like.
Love first. I think I want to start with love first. Love first. Follow, share, comment.
Fuck with
Fuck
us.
with us, man.
Yeah.
And we out of here. Peace.
I can't wait to talk to you, Missy.